journey. We're there with you every step of the way. Cyclones Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, subject to credit approval.
University of Central Arkansas delivers more than you've ever imagined. So many programs, lots of housing options, top facilities, and opportunities for the future, all more accessible than ever. It's the full college experience of your dreams, with everything from city attractions to outdoor adventure. And it's just an easy drive away.
I'd like to welcome everyone who's watching the YouTube stream right now. We'll be joining the radio here momentarily for the pregame show. That'll be on KCJC. As we make connection with that, you can hear Coach Wheeler on that pregame show that we recorded a couple days ago.
Welcome back to the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas High School Game Day Show. And now on to 8-man football. If County takes on Corning, Spring Hill hosts Genoa Central, Brinkley travels the mountains.
As we're waiting that to start, I do want to tell you that if you're watching this, you probably know how to get it, but just in case that there's another way, if you ever need it, of course, we are on YouTube.com. Just search for Cyclone Booth. You can always find our videos there. Also find us on the EAB app. It's a free app, EAB. And then when you click on the app, there's a tab up there on the left that says Sports, and you can see all the teams that they cover. There'll be two buttons for Russellville Cyclones. One is the audio only, and one is the video and audio stream. But that's the EAB app that we just got done this year.
Resulted in a 39-38 win for the Eagles, double overtime against Glen Rose. But this week, another compelling matchup. The Eagles playing up against the Magnolia Panthers, but those are two games I'm going to watch.
Those are good, Chase. And looking at the schedule, there's at least 9 Arkansas schools playing out-of-state schools. But I'm looking at Carlisle and Junction City, two small schools that are very rich in tradition.
That's going to wrap up this week's edition of the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas High School Game Day Show. We hope you enjoyed our program, and be sure to tune in at 10 o'clock for the Simmons Bank Friday Night Scoreboard Show on this station. From 10 to midnight, Rex Nelson and Nate Olson will give you the latest scores and updates from around the state, as well as the newest Rex's Road to the Rock rankings. Tonight's broadcast has been brought to you by Simmons Bank, UAMS Health, Orthopedics, and Sports Medicine, Arkansas Delta Byways Regional Tourism, the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, Hot Springs, Keep Arkansas Beautiful, Saracen Casino Resort in Pine Bluff, the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery, Arkansas Brighter Futures 529, Lyon College, Arkansas Blue Cross and Blue Shield, the University of Central Arkansas, Arkansas Game and Fish, Roller Funeral Home, Southern Arkansas University in Magnolia, Murphy Arts District in El Dorado, Ouachita Baptist University, and the Great American Conference.
Hello and welcome to Russell Cyclone Coaches Show. I'm Mickey Duval tonight. The Cyclones travel to Hot Springs to take on the Rams of Hot Springs Lakeside. Cyclones are coming off a season-opening victory over Morrilton, 33-21. Russell's Tracy Daniels set the Cyclones single-game rushing record with 288 yards on the ground. He also racked up 4 touchdowns. The offensive line did a fantastic job helping the ground game to 300 yards, and they did not allow a single sack. The opponent tonight is Lakeside, and the Rams are coming off a big 49-42 win over Lake Hamilton. Huge win for Lakeside, beating Lake Hamilton for the first time in almost 20 years. Rams quarterback threw for over 300 yards and 4 touchdowns in the win. Also ran for almost 200 yards. It was the first game for new head coach Garen Rockwell. Coach Rockwell was promoted to the head coaching job from his defensive coordinator spot he had held since 2016. We'll take a break and come back. We'll hear from Cyclone coach Dave Wheeler about tonight's matchup. This is the Cyclone Coaches Show on the EAB Sports Network.
When it comes to buying or selling a home, there really is a better way. As soon as you start talking with our team at A Better Way Realty in Russellville, you're going to feel the difference. Imagine if you had a great friend in the real estate industry, someone who genuinely cared about you and your family and was passionate about taking care of you. That is the philosophy of everyone who works here at A Better Way Realty. We want your business because we earn it, period. Discover what experience and heart can do with A Better Way Realty. Find us on Facebook and see the difference. A Better Way Realty. Real estate done a better way.
Johnny Story in for Olathe Realty Russellville with an important question for you. How do you get top dollar when you're ready to sell your home? Well, I'd suggest trusting the professionals. You know, at Olathe Realty, they really are a seller's best friend because they have years of experience, knowledge, and they have a network of relationships that ensure that you get the most for your home. Olathe Realty Russellville, 968-5668.
Mr. Brake and Lube wants you to know when it comes to your engine, not all motor oils are created equal. That's why they only offer name brand motor oils that you can trust, like Pennzoil, Castrol, Mobil One, and more. So don't pay top dollar for cheap generics. Mr. Brake and Lube can work your vehicle pretty much bumper to bumper, plus complete auto glass service. So call 219-5438 or visit 1415 East Main Street. Mr. Brake and Lube, your one-stop maintenance shop.
Today, Americans are more afraid of health care bills than the sickness causing them. Sadly, unaffordable premiums and deductibles leave many feeling insecure, confused, and afraid. Hi, this is Becky with HealthPlanLady.com, and no matter if you're self-employed, individuals, or families, you will be happy when you reduce your premiums. Have no copays and get a check after going to the doctor. Call or text now, 479-886-2475. That's 479-886-2475. HealthPlanLady.com. I'll treat you better.
Welcome back to the Cyclone Coaches Show. We visited with Coach Wheeler and asked him about the turnovers that his special teams got in back-to-back kickoffs against Morrilton.
We weren't onside kicking it. We were trying to kick it hard on the ground. We were trying to force their second deep back there to return the kick. We were trying to keep it away from their deep returners who we know had a lot of speed. We wanted the guy in front of them to catch the ball or at least pick it up and run with it. So those guys didn't have much speed. But the guys in his front line kept hitting the ball. They kept trying to catch it. And so the ball would ricochet off of them instead of they should have got out of the way. But they tried to catch it and it ricocheted off of them and we ended up recovering it because our kids are hustling down the field and they did a really good job. Armando Solis and Ishawn Owens both did. And it's just, but no, we weren't on side of any of those.
I didn't think you were that kind of coach because I know you don't like it. Sometimes teams do that.
I don't mind onside, and I'll do it if I think there's a advantage or if I see a hole. We'll do that. I mean, I've done it before, But no, we were just trying to kick it to their up backs and keep it away from their deep returners. But their front guys kept giving it away.
You had Tracy Daniels obviously break the record. Last year, he had a chance. He got close against Van Buren at 271, I think. Did you know how close he was to the actual record? Is that not even a thought in your head during the game?
Never in my mind. Never crossed my mind. I had no idea. I knew he made some big runs and all that. I mean, once you get above 150 yards, it could be 151, 351. To me, I have no idea. You just don't process like that. But I'm happy for the kid. But I tell you, we did a stat deal after the game. The average yard that he got before contact was 5 yards downfield. The average yards before he got hit by anybody, the average was 5. That's a pretty good number. That tells you the offensive line is doing a heck of a job. And I thought they did a really good job. And then we played with, Wiz at tight end, and we played with Magnus at tight end. Those two guys, they really gave us good edges. I think that really gave Morrilton some problems. Talking to Cody after the game, Coach McNabb, he said the same thing. He said, that tight end formation, they struggle with it because they can't blitz into it as much as they normally would. So I think that made it easier for us to get on guys and move them. And so that's a great job by Coach Harrison and the office coach staff recognizing that by film and coming out with that formation stuff. It really paid off for us.
You told us that you thought the offensive line was the most improved unit heading into it. And what you predicted came true Friday night.
Yeah, I thought offensively, just from the standpoint that those guys have gotten a lot bigger and stronger in the off season. And now it's being going into that third off season. Those guys are seniors now. That's their third off season with me. I think that really you can see the numbers, you can see the way they move their feet. It's just been really good to watch as far as just the growth and maturity of them. But I think the offensive line probably is just from the standpoint of just strength and size and overall weight. Just the fact that we're a lot heavier than we were the last 2 years in the O-line.
Did it surprise you about Lakeside beating Lake Hamilton?
Yes, and then no when you watch the film. I knew Lake Hamilton was very senior heavy last year. They had a lot of kids that were 3-year starters that were seniors. As a matter of fact, I think defensively they lost 10 seniors off last year's team. They lost 9 offensive players, so they were really young. And he didn't sub much. I knew that from film. He doesn't really sub much. He keeps the same guys in, so there's not a whole lot of guys getting experience. And it really showed. You could see they were just defensively. They were just awful. They just were eyes in the wrong place. They were dropping when they were running the football. Linebackers are dropping into coverage and they're running right at them. And then they're just you can just tell they're just kids that are just out of sorts. They just first game jitters, and it shook them. And then Lakeside, I will say, has got a quarterback that is, dynamic. That dude is dynamic. He could play in this league with any of the quarterbacks we got, and he'd fit right in with them. He is really good. There are 2 receivers. They got 2 kids I think are tough to handle. One's 6'5", 215 pounds, and the other one's 6'1", 190. But he's a really good athlete, very athletic. Go up and get it. So they're a real challenge for us defensively. They're a much bigger challenge than Morrilton. But I thought defensively, that's where I think they struggle some on defense. I think Lake Hamilton did a good job of exposing some of the things that would make us, have some yards. Some of the things that Lake Hamilton did, I think we can get yards the same way. So it'll be an interesting game. I think it's going to be, which offense really comes out and dominates the game is what they'll probably end up winning the game in the end.
Is your quarterback a typical dual threat quarterback? Because usually when you say that means he's a good runner, but he threw for over 300 yards.
But he can run. Yeah. He ran a 7-yard touchdown run. This kid can run. He can throw. He can throw on the run, and he's just dynamic. He is a dynamic quarterback. Surprised me. He didn't play for him last year, or at least if he was on the team, he wasn't the starter. The left-handed kid was, and then we didn't get a chance to play that game. But on film, he wasn't their guy. So I don't know where it came from, or if he's from there, or I have no idea. But he is a really, really good quarterback.
That's Coach Dave Wheeler. We'll take a look at the history between these two teams when our pregame show continues.
Quarterback, guard, running back. Every position has a role in building success. If you want a position where you can build success in your own career, Lexicon is hiring welders, millwrights, and many more positions. We offer free on-the-job training through our own Lexicon University so you can learn while you earn and build the career you want. Competitive pay, a great health care plan, paid vacation, a sweet 401k plan, and more. Find out more at lexicon-inc.com/football.
ABC Children's Academy is currently enrolling with 14 locations in Pope, Johnson, and Yell County. ABC provides all-day childcare, as well as a variety of enrollment options for families, including Arkansas Better Chance for ages 3 to 5, plus more. Visit abcchildrensacademy.com for more info, and come by their central office on 4th Street in Russellville to apply in person, or call 567-5650. ABC Children's Academy, changing our world one student at a time.
Experienced installers needed. That's right. Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air is needing experienced installers. Candidates must have a minimum of 2 years experience with HVAC installation, must have a valid driver's license, and be able to pass a drug test. Serious inquiries only. Contact Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air at 479-964-4004 or drop off a resume at their office. Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air is an equal opportunity employer.
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, we're more than just tires. Consistent, responsive, honest and fair. What makes us different? We're the ones who care. Trust our experience to know what you need. Professional and fast, see what we mean. Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, we're more than just tires.
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, 2304 East Main, Russellville.
Welcome back to the Cyclone Coaches Show. This is the first ever meeting between Russellville and Lakeside. Last year, they were supposed to have their first matchup However, Lakeside left the stadium not wanting to wait out the lightning delay. So this is the second year of a 2-year agreement, but the first matchup. Russell's in the second year of a conference with 9 teams, which means there's only room for 2 non-conference games. Next season, conference could change and maybe even go back to 3 non-conference games. The Rams of Lakeside are coached by Garen Rockwell. He's in his first season here. He actually joined the staff in 2014, became the defensive coordinator in 2016 before becoming the head coach last year. He was an all-state linebacker at Liberty Elo in Texarkana, Texas, where he was on the 3A Division I state championship team in 1999. He takes over for Jared McBride, who resigned in December after 13 seasons, compiling 73 wins in those seasons last year. Lakeside went 2-7 last year. May not be much history in football, but both teams actually played for the boys soccer state championship last year. Russell won that one 1-0. Coming up next, we'll preview this matchup from Ram Stadium in Hot Springs. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Farmers Co-op located in Russellville. Don't forget their Danville location. Mike Apples along. Mike, it is that time of year when feed is very, very important.
It sure is, and make sure that you've got your animals' needs taken care of, protein levels met, and all the things that you look for when it comes this time of year.
Farmers Co-op. We're located on East Main in Russellville. Don't forget their Danville location.
Back to school season is here, and Burris Into Market has your school supplies covered for students and teachers, plus they can deliver to your office. So whether you're in need of a new office chair or a whole new office, Burris Into Market has local folks who can guide you every step of the way and take care of you like family. Burris Into Market, your back to school and more store, 1419 East Main, Russellville, or call 968-4888.
Taking care of families. That's what the folks at C&D Drugstore have been doing in historic downtown Russellville for more than 6 decades when it comes to all your pharmaceutical needs. When it comes to compounding, special medicines, R.D. Walker and his staff are there to serve you. And most importantly, if you need delivery, if you need curbside pickup, you need C&D Drugstore on the corner of B and Commerce in downtown Russellville, a 60-year tradition.
At Centennial Bank, we believe serving our community goes beyond assisting with financial needs. We pride ourselves on being community connected and customer focused. Supporting our community starts with our employees. We enjoy rolling up our sleeves and helping make our community a better place. Our local bankers are a team that brings passion, pride, and dedication to our communities. That is why Centennial Bank is proud to support the place we call home. Centennial Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas's team of over 2,000 employees has one mission: deliver reliable, affordable, responsible power to 1.2 million members across Arkansas. But closings of baseload power plants across America are making this tougher and tougher. We believe in intermittent resources like wind and solar, but the sun doesn't always shine and the wind doesn't always blow. A balance of power game plan that includes every energy resource is a must to keep our Friday night lights bright. The Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas.
Money is never an easy topic to talk about, but it is a must when you have kids. The Arkansas Brighter Future 529 plan makes saving for college or trade school quick and effortless, and all contributions are state tax deductible. Brighter Futures start today. Visit brighterfuturedirect529.com.
To learn more about the Arkansas 529 plan, its investments, objectives, risks, and costs, read the official statement at brighterfuturedirect529.com. Paid for by the Arkansas Section 529 Plan Review Committee.
Why hold a parade that only goes one block? What in the world is a bathtub race? And how can one town be the training ground for American Pharaoh and the former playground of Al Capone? That's just Hot Springs being Hot Springs. Between thermal waters, thoroughbreds, and the world's shortest St. Patrick's Day parade, this town isn't trying to be unique. It just comes naturally. Come experience this slightly unconventional and completely wonderful place called Hot Springs, Arkansas. For more info, visit hotsprings.org.
I'm Rex Nelson. People travel to Arkansas to experience its natural beauty. We even market ourselves as the natural state. Our landscapes not only make this state exciting to visit, but a wonderful place to live. Not to mention the positive impact tourism has on our economy. It's our responsibility to keep our environment litter-free. Let's do our part to keep it beautiful. Visit keeparkansasbeautiful.com to get involved.
This message brought to you by this station, the Arkansas Broadcasters Association, and the Keep Arkansas Beautiful Commission.
Russellville Cyclone football on River Country KCJC is made possible in part by A Better Way Realty, Mr. Brake and Lube, Health Plan Lady, Alathus Realty, by Lexicon, ABC Children's Academy, Burris N2 Market, Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air, C&D Drug Store, Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, Centennial Bank, Arkansas Valley Farmers Association, Chicken Mart, by ConAgra, Community Service, Inc., E&F Roofing, First State Bank, by Feltner's, Lakeside Oral Facial and Dental Implant Surgery, Miller Roofing Company, Liberty Car Wash, Ridgewood Brothers, Phil Wright Autoplex, by River Valley Tinting and Glass, R&R Express, River Valley Tractor, Congressman Bruce Westerman, Mac Daddy's Old Town Meat and Eat, Greenway, Funky Town Mall, and by the Russellville School District. Russellville football on River Country KCJC.
Welcome, friends. We're coming to you from Chick Austin Stadium in Hot Springs as the Russellville Cyclones take on the Lakeside Rams. Good evening, everyone. I'm Mickey Duval. As we continue our Lexicon pregame show, Lexicon can help you reach your goals and success. Go to lexicon-inc.com/football to learn more. Bringing my color man for tonight, Aaron Duval. I guess last week everybody was talking about Tracy Daniels setting the record, and that was the story for Russellville, was the running game, wasn't it?
It was, and Tracy did a fantastic job, but you also got to look at that offensive line.
We're going to pause. Let's pause just a minute because they're doing the Pledge of Allegiance and then the national anthem. So, John, I hate to throw you a curveball right off the bat, but we're going to take a break because we want to honor America with the playing of our national anthem. This is the Cyclone pregame show.
Chicken more. Now, if we could please take a moment of silence. Thank you. And now here to perform the national anthem is the Show Band of Lakeside.
Opportunities for the future, all more accessible than ever. It's the full college experience of your dreams, with everything from city attractions to outdoor adventure. And it's just an easy drive away, because UCA lets you take on college your way. Are you ready for Bear Country? Get started now at uca.edu.
Are you looking for a great place to work that offers great pay and benefits, where you can make an impact in a safe, clean environment? ConAgra is looking for motivated, energetic people to join their team. ConAgra is recruiting industrial maintenance technicians to fill openings on all shifts. Positions start at $25.61 an hour plus a shift differential. Experience is required, so for immediate consideration, apply online at ConAgraBrands.com/careers. That's ConAgraBrands.com/careers. ConAgra is an equal opportunity employer.
Simmons Bank, nominated by Forbes magazine as a top U.S. bank, takes great pride in investing in our friends and neighbors. For more than 100 years, we've worked to make our customers' dreams come true, earning trust with convenient and reliable financial tools, checking and savings accounts, home and consumer loans, small business loans, and low-rate credit cards. Wherever you are on your financial journey, we're there with you every step of the way. Simmons Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, subject to credit approval.
Welcome back to Lakeside High School, and we had to stop there because of the national anthem. So as we continue on with our Lexicon pregame show, you were talking about the Cyclone running game last week.
Yes, and I was talking about the offensive line, them opening up the hose. And Tracy Daniels did a great job coming up to the line of scrimmage with the ball, and he was waiting to see what hole would open up, and when it did, he just went right through. But that offensive line did a great job with our running backs. They did a great job keeping the Marlton defense off of our quarterback. I don't think Luke was sacked one time during that game. The offensive line seemed like has improved so much since last year. They're bigger, I think. They're bigger, they're stronger, they're quicker and faster, and I'm looking for them to dominate the line of scrimmage tonight against Lakeside.
Both teams are 1-0. Lakeside with a big victory over Lake Hamilton last week, 49-42. It's the first time they've beaten Lake Hamilton in almost 20 years. Of course, Russellville, long-standing tradition to play Morrilton. It was they were closing in on 100 actually in just a few years, and Russellville winning that game 33-21. You heard Coach Wheeler talk about that in our pregame show. We always welcome you to join us a little after 6:30. And you can do that on FM 102.3. You can do it right here on Cyclone Booth YouTube page, wherever it is our Cyclone Booth page through EAB Sports. Also use that app if you would like to. If you don't want to put it on your computer, do it on your phone. Just get the EAB app. It's free, and you can watch the video through there. You can watch the audio. They have a lot of teams EAB Sports covers, not just Russellville, but all across the state. That is EAB Sports. Our media team is myself and my color man, Aaron Duval, Maggie Duval and Chase Canfield, and, of course, our engineer is John Henderson back at Mission Control. They're getting ready to do the coin toss as soon as we're waiting on Lakeside's captains to get to midfield to do that. Russellville's already got their captains to walk out there, so we're going to take a final break and then be back with the coin toss and the kickoff. This has been the Lexicon pregame show here from Chick Austin Stadium in Hot Springs Lakeside. Lexicon can help you reach your goals and success. Go to lexicon-inc.com/football to learn more. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
A solid roof for your business is key to keeping your employees, products, and valuables dry and clean. If you're experiencing roof leaks that are resulting in damaged equipment, stained ceilings, and walls, then don't let Mother Nature get the best of your business. The folks at E&F Roofing offer free commercial roof inspections, but their experience is priceless for your business, not to lose productivity and extend the life of your roof. So contact E&F Roofing today for a free commercial inspection at 479-272-4069.
Arkansas is sizzling, and Saracen
Captains
Summer
tonight
Sports
for
Cars
Lakeside,
continues to
number
keep the
6,
heat
A.J.
on
Howard.
with an iconic Camaro convertible from Gwatney Chevrolet.
Number
This
14,
is the last
Skylar
year of
Fearful.
Chevy's classic Camaro, and Saracen
Give 'em a hand.
is the only place in Arkansas where you can qualify to win one tomorrow night just for playing your favorite games. Only 40 minutes from Little Rock, Saracen is Little Rock's closest place to play.
Saracen Casino Resort, Vegas, Arkansas style.
Gambling problem? Call 800-522-4700.
Feltner's Athletes Corner half of half clearance sale is now in progress. Save half of half off footwear from Nike, Asics, Brooks, New Balance, Keen, and Chaco. Save half of half or more on apparel from the North Face, Columbia, Patagonia, Mountain Khaki, Kavoo, Under Armour, Nike, and many more. Feltner's Athletes Corner, 2320 West Main Street in Russellville. Open 9:30 to 6 Monday through Saturday. All sales during this special savings event are final.
The love of football defines fall weekends, and in many homes, our families. But it's a demanding sport that can cause injury. That's why UAMS Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is on sidelines and in locker rooms for high schools and colleges across the state, ready to care for athletes with clinics in Central and Northwest Arkansas. UAMS Health, official orthopedics and sports medicine provider for Razorback Athletics and future Razorbacks all over Arkansas. Learn more at UAMShealth.com.
kcms.health/team.
KCJC, Dartnell, Russellville.
You guys play the best country of all.
River Country. KCJC.
Well, Lakeside won the toss and deferred to the second half. The Cyclones will choose to receive. Russellville had 5 captains out there. It was Darian Thomas, Tracy Daniels, D.A. Reed, Jaron Brown, and number 53, Spencer Cisco, one of the offensive linemen that we talked about. Russellville in the road, white uniforms with red numbers, red pants, and the new black helmets. Lakeside decked out in blue jerseys, blue pants, and gold helmets with a big L. It's just like the midfield there with the blue L and the gold trim. As we're getting ready, Lakeside now coming out on the field. Little gamesmanship, Russellville waiting, and they're coming out on the field now in front of the cheerleaders holding the flags with RHS. Time for our Cyclone Watch. On the radar tonight, Jacob Hermosillo, the number 1 quarterback, and he wears number 1 for Lakeside. He accounted for almost 500 yards last week. He threw for 307 and rushed for 175, but if you watch that game against Lake Hamilton, not to take anything away, he was allowed to scramble, create time to throw it downfield, and he was also able to tuck it and run. Russellville's got a much stronger secondary than Lake Hamilton. Lake Hamilton did pick him off once. Not saying he can't do that, but Russellville does have a stronger secondary than Lake Hamilton. We're going to be watching how they contain their quarterback, Jacob Hermosillo. He was not the starter when Russell was supposed to play Lakeside last year. They had a lefty at the time. He was the backup. He came in mid-season, still threw for 1,400 yards, and like I said, threw for 307 last week, completing 68% of his passes, threw for 3 touchdowns, rushed 14 times for 175 and 1 touchdown. That's Tracy Daniels territory when you're talking about that 482 all-purpose yards for Hermosillo. We're going to have to wait a little bit, though, because Russellville's going to get the ball first. Caleb Valines, who has field goal range of 40 but did not kick a field goal last week. He was a perfect 7 of 7 on PATs. He will handle the kickoff duties, and he could put it just about anywhere he wants, but not all the way to the end zone, or at least didn't last week. Russellville is going to retreat back to just inside the 10-yard line, as the Cyclones have number 15, Mekhi Foster, over on the far side. As we are on the home side right now, facing the Cyclone fans here at the home press box, and also back deep is Malachi Varnell. They're not going to kick it to Foster. I don't blame him. Fair catch called for by Harrison, and he'll field it there at the 34-yard line. We're going to see that a lot this year. I don't think too many people are going to kick it to Mr. Foster. Mekhi Foster. I was trying to check this because he was electrifying on punt returns and kickoff returns. Kickoff returns, he just averaged 21 yards on each kickoff return. So I think most teams are saying we'll sacrifice the yardage. So Russellville will take over the 34. Daniels going to get the carry on first down. He'll get almost 5 yards to the 39-yard line. And I think that's what we're going to see a lot of in this game.
Yeah, it took 3 of them to bring him down. Good run by Foster. Holding on that ball with both hands wrapped around it.
I tell you, it really opens up the playbook when you can get 4 and 5 yards on first down. 2nd and 6 is a lot easier. Remember, Luke Jones is the starter. He was a backup last year. Struggled a little bit at times. Remember, he did have a touchdown pass that was called back. He's going to give it to Tracy running right side, and he'll get up over the 40 to the 41. Officially a 3-yard gain, and Russell's got 3rd down and short coming. Yeah, Jones completed 14 of 25. No touchdowns, couple of picks. Remember, he could have had 1 touchdown pass, but it was an inadvertent whistle that caused the stoppage of play. And he just got Lakeside to jump. A little late on the flag, but they did jump, and they needed 3. They're going to get 5 here on the penalty. So hard count works, and that's the easiest way you can get a first down. And it'll move the Cyclones to the 46 and a first down. First downs this season are sponsored by A Better Way Realty. Real estate done a better way. First down and 10 for the Cyclones. Moving right to left. Hand off to Tracy Daniels, straight up the middle this time. He's into Lakeside territory to the 47.
There's a good cut back to the left by Tracy. Going to the right, the hole wasn't there, and he broke back to the left and gained good yards.
And so far, 3 carries for 14 yards for Daniels, and we have a penalty, personal foul penalty at the end of that. I was waiting to see to make sure that's what it was. I thought it was. It'll be tacked on at the end of the run. So you get the 7 yards pickup for Tracy Daniels and 15 yards. It puts the Cyclones all the way down to the 32-yard line of Lakeside. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Daniels will get the call again, this time almost a draw play, but slightly on the left side following the left guarded tackle. He'll get positive yards inside the 30 to the 27, a pickup of 5 yards on the play. And it's one of them things where I heard Tony Dorsett one time say the easiest thing to do is turn the hand football off. Why stop doing it if it's working? And Daniels now 19 yards on 4 carries, averaging almost 5 yards a carry. Jones is going to throw here. Throws high, tipped and intercepted at the 15-yard line by Lakeside. He's got the sideline. He's across the 40. He's at midfield, and he's going to take it the distance. All the way for the touchdown. At Real Howard, number 6, the senior defensive back, catches the deflected pass at the 15 and returns it 85 yards for the touchdown.
Wasn't expecting that. Yeah, the ball was thrown a little high, came off the hands of the receiver, and he was at the right place at the right time and went down the left sideline.
And the Rams strike first with the 85-yard touchdown on the interception here with 10:05 left.
I got the crowd back into it.
And now the extra point being handled by Valines. He was perfect last week. We're going to keep saying that to hopefully jinx him a little bit. He was 7 of 7. Russell coming, and a kick does get away, but hey, foul that away. Russell may get a block if they try a PAT or a field goal later on. But it's 7-0 Rams with 10:05 left. We'll take a quick break. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Watch your money grow with First State Bank's My Rewards checking. Earn 4% APY on balances up to $25,000 and nationwide ATM fee refunds. Plus, First State Bank makes banking easy with mobile banking and drive-through banking 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Don't wait. Make the switch. Earn more interest with My Rewards checking. Now, qualifications must be met to earn 4% APY. If qualifications are not met, the account will earn 0.05 APY that statement cycle. First State Bank, member FDIC.
For more than 150 years, Lyon College has provided endless opportunities for Arkansas students to contribute, create, and lead in our communities. Rooted in faith, Lyon combines a traditional education with a real-world experience in a beautiful small-town setting. As a new member of NCAA Division III, we're committed to providing opportunities for student-athletes to excel in the classroom and on the field. For more information on the Lyon College experience, visit lyon.edu. Lyon College, a better world starting.
There's a high end over in kickoff's going to be fielded once again. The fair catch called for by Harrison as they chased him just inside the 30-yard line. They'll call it the 28. And Russell's going to be content to do that and not return it if they're not going to kick it deep. Well, the Rams score on an interception return by their defensive back at Real Howard as it goes off the hands off a Cyclone player and into the waiting arms. I knew once he got past that first wave, we were in trouble. The extra point was good, 7-0 Rams. Russell going to put Foster in motion as he runs off. No, he's going to run out of bounds. Okay, he ran out of bounds because we had 12 guys on the field, but you didn't break the huddle with 12 because we didn't huddle. Here's the give to Tracy Daniels. Bounce it off one tackler and finally taking down across the 34-yard line to pick up a 4 yards on the play.
Yeah, Tracy going to the left and breaking back to the right, more up the middle. Was able to pick up about 2 or 3 extra yards.
That's a third interception thrown by Jones this season and the 5th in his career. He played some last year, had 32 attempts last year, did throw for 273 yards in backup duty. 2nd down and 6. Daniels gets the call again. He jumps over at the line of scrimmage, and he'll get, they're going to give him forward progress to about the 38-yard line, another pickup of 4. And Daniels churning up the yards, 3rd down and 2. Russell's gotten a couple first downs, and one by penalty and one by running.
For the Cyclones. Let me hear you, fans. Let's make some noise tonight. It's the home opener.
That's 3rd down and 2 coming. 2 receivers to the right side. Harrison, the receiver, he's more lined up just outside like a tight end, and Jones is going to keep it on the quarterback sweep. He's got the first down across the 45 and pushed out of bounds. Got the first down a little more. Near midfield, they're going to say he stepped out at the 48, a pickup of 10 yards for Luke Jones.
Yeah, no question. He was not going to hand that ball off and tucked it. Went to the left, picked up some good blocking, and got that first down for the Cyclones.
He did have a touchdown carry in the game against Morrilton last week. That's his 10th carry of the season. And we do have a penalty. Is that a penalty?
Uh-huh.
Yep, they're going to mark it off against Lakeside. Waiting for the call, and it's going to be tacked on. And this is the third penalty against the Rams and the second time that they've had it tacked on to the end of the run.
I never did see a signal.
Yeah, another personal foul. It's got to be personal foul because it's a 15-yarder. So 10-yard run. This is exactly what happened last drive. Had a first down carry and then a personal foul penalty, and athletic trainer was actually out talking to the official, and that's why they blew it dead. Russell was getting ready to snap it. The white hat was over visiting with athletic trainer for Lakeside, and now he's holding it up. He's checking the sideline. I don't know what's going on. The man in the white hat, and they're checking over something on the Russell sideline. They're pointing out something. I don't know what's going on.
They haven't moved the markers yet.
Okay. They haven't done that. They're trying to figure out yardage. It's the correct yardage because Luke Jones had carried to the 48-yard line for the first down, and then 15 yards. Is it against us? Okay, they
had to respot the ball. They're going to bring it back to the 48 of the Rams. First down.
Bring back the 48. It's a 4-yard penalty. I don't understand that. So apparently it wasn't a 15-yard penalty, but it does put it at the 48 of the Rams. Russell still has it first down. Counter play to Daniels, and he'll get to the 45 of the Rams. Pick up 3 yards on the play. It was a big win last week for Lakeside. Very emotional victory. They beat Lake Hamilton 49-42. They actually had a bigger lead, and Lake Hamilton scored late to make it look a little closer, but it was a big win for them and their fans. And they got all-world quarterback, and they've yet to see him on the field. Russell trailing 7-0, but that touchdown scored by the defense. Here's a slip screen to Caden Rose. He gets inside the 40 and very close to a first down. Good to see Caden get a catch there. He's slowly working his way back to 100%.
Yeah, first down. It's good run by Rose after he caught the ball.
Yeah, Rose had 3 catches last week just for 22 yards. Remember, he's working back from an injury, a broken bone during the summer. Gets the first down there, 1st and 10 for the Cyclones. Jones going to carry it up the middle on the quarterback keeper, trying to bounce it a little bit outside. He's inside the 35, inside the 30, and he's close to a first down. Looks like it's a pickup of 10 yards. We'll see if he gets the spot.
Yeah, going off to that right side, it wasn't there, and he broke over that right tackle and picked up quite a bit of yards. That's Gray was out there blocking for him.
2nd down and 1, not a first down. A couple substitutions coming in for the Cyclones. We got Foster and Howell, the receivers on the far right side. Rose, the lone receiver, out here to our side. Guzman, almost a tight end spot. Daniels trying to bounce this one outside. He breaks a tackle, the backfield down the left sideline, pushed out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A first down for the Cyclones, and that's sponsored by A Better Way Realty, real estate done a better way.
You can just tell that Daniels is much stronger than he was last year. One man cannot bring him down usually.
They say 5 yards on the pickup. It is enough for a first down for the Cyclones. Tracy now 8 carries for 35 yards. Russell first possession threw a pick 6, got down here, threw it at the 15. They trail 7-0, but 1st and 10 for the Cyclones. Play action. Luke Jones stepping up. He's going to take a shot at the end zone, overshoots everybody. He was looking for Foster on that post pattern, but he overshot everybody.
Well, Foster was covered very well along with the other receiver. And a smart move by Luke, just throwing it completely out of the end zone.
That's his first incompletion. His first one was an interception. Second one was a completed pass to Rose, and that one goes incomplete. Harrison coming back in for the Cyclones, as is number 5, Abel Abington. Short side of the field's the left side. 3 receivers to the right. A tailback Tracy, he's going to get it. Tracy Daniels up the middle, and he gets into the red zone inside the 20. I think they say he put his knee down just inside the 19-yard line. That would be a pickup of 5 on the play. Third down and 5 for the Cyclones. It is inside the 19, closer to the 18, but we have to rule at the 19. So 3rd and 5, but really 4 and a couple inches. Daniels will get the call, and this time he's hit in the backfield. Somehow still plows forward. They hit him in the backfield, and they're excited about the tackle for a loss, but to be honest with you, I think he got a yard on the play. Yeah, look, I understand it was a big hit, but he actually picked up a yard. It's 4th down and 4.
I think Coach is going for it.
Yeah, Kircher Herring is the field goal kicker and extra point kicker, and he's been cleared to come back and play defense this game. 2 receivers to the right, tight formation to the left, and now we have a timeout, I think, called by the Cyclones. We'll take a quick break. 6:30 left to play first quarter. Russell trails 7-0. This is Cyclone football on the EAB Sports Network.
Hey, it's Drew Mitchell for Lakeside Oral, Facial, and Dental Implant Surgery. Lakeside is really proud this year to be sponsoring our local sports all throughout the River Valley. They're committed to the area. It's just another way they show that. When you're in the market for dentures, wisdom teeth, or whatever the case may be, remember Lakeside Oral, Facial, and Dental Implant Surgery, and check out their website at lakesideofs.com. Lakeside Oral Surgery, helping make the broadcast of local sports throughout the River Valley possible.
Welcome back to the Alathus Realty broadcast booth. Buying or selling your home has never been easier. Call our friends at Alathus Realty today. Back here at Chick Austin Stadium on the campus of Lakeside High School. It's our first trip here. It's the first meeting between these two schools. It was supposed to happen last year at Cyclone Stadium. Russell calling a timeout here, trailing 7-0 with 6:30 left to play here in the first quarter. Russell's looking at 4th and 4 from the 18-yard line. I don't think the play clock was getting down too far before Russell. I think they thought, we're going to take our time on this one, make sure we had the right call. It's a big hit late on Tracy Daniels, but he did pick up a yard on that last carry, so it makes it 4th and 4. Russell needs almost to the 14-yard line for a first down. 2 receivers to each side. Jones puts a man in motion that crosses his face. That's Harrison. Jones looking left. He's going to throw, and it's going to be scooped and caught. No, they say it hit the turf. They were going for Caden Rose. It would have been enough for the first down. He was unable to pick it off the turf, and Russell turns the ball over on downs.
Luke got rid of it very quickly. I thought it was completed, but the official was standing right there and saw it better than I did.
We can give it to him. We can give that to him. He was right on top of it. Now we get to see Hermosillo, Jacob Hermosillo. He's the quarterback. He runs it most of the time. He throws it most of the time. What I mean is he's their leading rusher. He carried it 14 times last week, but their running back, Grady Ullman, number 44, carried it 8 times for 83 yards. He's a big bruiser. He looks like a linebacker because he plays linebacker on the defense. Hermosillo will give it to Ullman, running short side of the field and nothing there. Russ will swallow him up, and he might have lost a yard on the play.
Yeah, good pursuit by that defense. Good gain tackling.
And it is a loss of a yard on the play, 2nd down and 11. Last year's leading receiver is number 84, Ben Vincent, but their speedster is number 18, Ryan Ballard. They have 4 receivers, and they use them all equally. They all had at least 50 yards receiving last week in the win against Lake Hamilton. When your quarterback throws for over 300 yards, you think he's going to spread it around a little bit. 2 receivers to each side on 2nd long. Hermosillo back, looking right. He's going to float over there. He may tuck it and run, pumps it, and he is going to tuck it and run, but steps out of bounds very quickly as he's edged out of bounds, I should say. Wasn't touched, but he thought of that because he saw a Cyclone defender. I thought it was Thomas, but somebody else coming to make sure he got out of bounds. A pickup of 3 on the play. It's going to be 3rd down and long.
I thought that was number 8, Solis, that was there.
Solis. Armando Solis,
yeah, okay.
Yes, it was. Sometimes that's 0 and 9, especially when the jersey rolls up a little bit. But I'm not going to complain with the white jerseys and the red numbers. They're a lot easier to see. And plus, we are a little bit closer tonight. Russell in their nickel package on 3rd down and 8 on defense. Hermosillo for Lakeside. Back to pass. He's going to immediately roll over to his left, being chased. Eyes downfield. He's going to heave it downfield. It's up for grabs, and it's going to be complete. Flag flies, but breaking away is Ben Vincent, and he's going to be tripped up inside the 25 to the 20. This is going to be defensive pass interference on the Cyclones. It's going to be declined as Vincent came up with a big catch. And this is something we mentioned on our Cyclone Watch. They did a lot of throws that seemingly were up for grabs, and their guys just went and got it. And that's what happened there, a 60-yard gain. And Lakeside in business with the ball right at the edge of the red zone on the Cyclone 20.
A lot of air under that ball.
Well, you go back and watch the Lake Hamilton game last week, that's what a lot of his deep passes were, and they just went and got it. First down and 10. Oldman's going to get the carry, trying to bounce it outside. He's going to be hit by Solis and waits on his teammates and drive him backwards. No gain on the play by Oldman. It'll be second down and 10.
Yeah, we're going to have to put a little more pressure on that quarterback.
That's his first pass. It goes for 60 yards. Really the second pass play called, because when he ran for 3 yards, that was definitely a pass play and nothing was open. He's going to put a lot of pressure on the secondary if he's going to create some time back there in the pocket, because you got to cover him longer. Play action for Hermosillo. He's rolling to his right, not a lot of pressure. Now he's going to stop and take off. Now he's being chased, and he's going to run it out of bounds once again. You just can't hit him because he gets out of bounds like that, and he lives to fight another down as he gets out of bounds. Maybe a half yard. Now they're going to put him down right at the 20. So third down and 10 coming.
Brings up third down and 9 for Lakeside.
Yeah, they gave him a yard.
No, they didn't.
Didn't they?
Well, you got to have the ball touch the 19-yard line. So,
okay, so no
yeah, that's gain. It is inside the 20, but it does not count as a gain there, and because you got to think of that the goal line. So let's see. Third down and officially 10. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the short side of the field, the right. Hermosillo is going to be passing unless he scrambles himself. Looking left side, throws it on the slant, and it's dropped. He was going for the receiver there. I think that was Purifoy, and he just flat out dropped it. I don't think he would have had the first down, though, because Russell was right there on coverage.
I thought they were getting ready to go for it, but kicking unit comes in.
They got a really good field goal kicker. He didn't have any attempts last week, but they say his range is 40-plus. Caleb Valines, he was 7 of 7. This would be a 37-yard field goal if he makes it. It's on the right hash. Be from 36 yards if he makes it. Play clock down to 5 seconds. Snap is down. Kick is definitely long enough, and it's good. It's good from 36 yards. So they turn the turnover on downs into points, and the Rams lead at 10-0. We'll take a quick break. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
We all have our traditions, from Friday night lights to Saturday morning hunts. These are the traditions we pass down to the next generation. Now, we might have hung up our cleats a long time ago, but come tomorrow morning, we can still put on our camo and hunter orange, because some traditions last a lifetime. Get your hunting license and enjoy a season of memories, both on the field and in the woods. This message is brought to you by the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission. Hunt natural.
Well, that was their first offensive drive because the Rams actually got a score by their defense. But this one goes 62 yards in 7 plays, ends up being a 36-yard field goal by Caleb Valines. Drive took a minute 52 on the clock. And they lead at 10-0. Remember, their first score, of course, was scored by the defense. So we'll kick it off for a third time. They've kicked it short and to the right twice. This one time they'll do it short and to the left. Warnock Howell will call for the fair catch at the 26-yard line, and that's where Russell will take over. Russell's had pretty good field position, and they've moved the ball so far in this first half. Russell has 66 yards of offense, just a turnover and a turnover on downs. That's how their first 2 drives have ended, but both times they've gotten into the red zone or very close to it. Russell with it at the 26-yard line, their own 26. Daniel's going to get the call straight up the middle, and he runs into the pile, and the pile just keeps moving forward for about 4 yards to the 30.
Another gain of 4 or 5 yards.
You know, he doesn't have the size that you think, the height, the weight, but he's a powerful runner, and he knows where the hole is. And Coach Wheeler off the air was talking to us about it. He says there's certain guys that are just football players. He's one of them. And really no offers yet. And he's going to take it right side. He's got the first down, takes a lick there, but keeps on going across the 40 to about the 43-yard line. Another first down for Tracy Daniels. And this first down sponsored by Better Way Realty, real estate done a better way. They gave him the 44 on that, so Tracy with 12 carries for 59 yards. 1st and 10 for Russellville. Daniels trying to bounce this one out right side. He's got the first down there and gets into Ram territory and steps out of bounds just shy of the 40. Well, almost between the 30s, between the 20s. We're moving the ball, and Russellville decides to go quick here as they put the ball down at the 42, and the Rams want to take a timeout. Their coaching staff and said, we got to call timeout. We don't have the right personnel. They've been trying to cycle guys in and out, and they almost got caught with 12 people on the field earlier. They were definitely going to get caught there. Smart move by their coaching staff. We're going to take a quick break. Russellville trailing 10-0, but they are on the move with 3:47 left to play in the first quarter. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
At Liberty Car Wash in Russellville, you have options. You can wash your car yourself or drive through one of the automatic car washes. Liberty Car Wash also gives you the option of washing your fur baby. Why make a mess in your home and risk clogging your drains when you can wash Max at Liberty Car Wash? Visit Liberty Car Wash today on Knoxville Avenue and South Arkansas Avenue in Russellville, where you always have options.
Welcome back. The Cyclones trailing 10-0. The Rams calling that timeout to get their defense settled. Tracy Daniels been a heavy dose of him on this drive. He's got 73 yards for this first quarter. 3:47 left in the first quarter. Play action pass. Jones. He's going to throw. He's got a man wide open. It's Foster. He's got the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown Cyclones. 42 yards on the touchdown reception, and Russellville is on the board.
He outran everybody. He was 6-7 yards ahead of his defender. Just a great pass by Luke and a great catch by Foster.
Goes 42 yards for the touchdown for Mekhi Foster. It's his first touchdown of the season. Had one called back last week. His third career touchdown for the Cyclones. Russellville 10-6, awaiting Kircher Herring to try the extra point. We had snaps problems last week on one of them. This one high end over end kick. It's no good as he misses this one right. But Russellville scores. They trail 10-6 with 3:40 left to play in the first quarter. We'll take a break. This is the Cyclones football. This is Cyclone football on the EAB Sports Network.
$1.2 billion. Imagine what you could do with that much money. Well, thanks to the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery, you don't have to imagine, because we can tell you exactly what's possible. You can fund more than 720,000 scholarships for Arkansas students. Scholarships that have educated teachers, nurses, engineers, welders, computer coders, and more, changing their lives and reshaping their communities in the process. So keep playing, Arkansas, and together we can imagine what happens next.
Miller Roofing Company.
Russellville goes 74 yards in 4 plays, 55 seconds. Luke Jones hit Mekhi Foster, a 42-yard touchdown pass, and the extra point was no good. The Cyclones, though, trail here 10-6. It's just good to get in the end zone, and Russellville did it very quickly, answering very quickly there.
Luke did a great job faking a handoff to Daniels, and that just kept the defense tucked in. And the speed of Foster getting behind his defender, all we had to do is just lay the ball out there, which Luke did.
I said that was Mekhi's first touchdown this year, third for his career. He's also on the kickoff coverage team. It'll be the second offensive possession for the Rams. Remember, they had the pick six for the touchdown. Their first offensive possession yielded a field goal. Herring's going to kick this one. He's going to kick this one deep, and it's going to chase. It's going to go over the head of the kick returner and into the end zone. Good kickoff there. I don't think they were prepared for that, but Kircher didn't kick it deep in the Morrilton game because he didn't have to. Remember, he started squib kicking it, and Russellville got a couple turnovers out of it.
Yeah, they had their man up on about the 15-yard line.
Yeah, that one went over his head. I was hoping it didn't go out of bounds, and it didn't. They'll put it on the right hash for Hermosillo. There's 2 of 5 on that first drive. Sorry, 1 of 2 on that first drive. Had the big 60-yard pass play, but then it stalled. He's going to roll out to his left. Trying to create some space. Being chased, he's going to be throw. The throw on the far side is in and out of the hands. That one should have been caught by Ben Vincent. It would have been a big gain near midfield. That's the second droppage we've seen. Hermosillo's putting it on the money, and his receivers aren't helping him out. He was open on the deep out route there near the 45. He was going to catch it and go out of bounds. And it's almost like they don't know if the pocket's going to collapse because these are designed rollouts to give him some extra time. And Russell just jumped off sides. Hard count there and the hard clap. They've been going on the quick count there, and Russellville got baited a little bit there, so a pickup of 5 yards there. It's the first penalty on the Cyclones. It'll bring up second down and 5. A change at receiver there for Lakeside. But they've been going pretty much 4 receivers this time, tight formation. And they're going with a tight end or S-back. Russell creeping up the line. Ullman's going to get the carry running right side. He's going to be hit just a yard beyond the line. He's going to be short of the first down by a couple yards. He's trying to inch forward as he's on the ground. But they're going to put him at the 28-yard line. 3rd and 2 coming. Maybe 3rd and 1. Yeah, they're going to put the nose of the football there at the 29-yard line. 3rd down and 1. But so far, every time they've given the ball to Grady Ullman, number 44, they've kind of telegraphed it with the way they've been lining up. And what I mean is a tight formation. They've got that look here. And Ullman's on the left side, on the right side of the quarterback, which, unless they're tricking us, will be a handoff, and it is. And he's going to get the first down, leaning forward. He needed the 30. He got about the 30 and a half, so a pickup of exactly what they needed. And he's got 4 carries for 4 yards. But that one goes for a first down.
Even though he got the first down, defense did a good job stopping him for short yardage.
That's just their second first down. Russell's got 8, but the Cyclones trail on the scoreboard 10-6. It's been a long first quarter. 2:45 left to play. Now the more traditional 3 receiver, and Russell jumped off sides again. This time right on the line, and Russell thought that they didn't get into the neutral zone, but they got whistled for it, so 1st and 5. Russell giving up extra yards, and Coach Wheeler not a happy camper on that far sideline. I don't say who was the offending party because he just pulled 1st and 5 here. And Hermosillo going to roll to his left once again. Being chased. There's a hold there. They missed it. And they're going to throw it deep downfield. And it's going to be almost intercepted but falls incomplete. They should have been a holding penalty. They grabbed the helmet there of Tristan Wisnat and ripped it off. And I don't see how they missed that hold because his helmet came completely off and it was taken off by an offensive lineman at Lakeside. Meanwhile, the pass goes incomplete. It was almost intercepted out there by the Cyclones.
Yeah, it happened right. The worst place it could have happened was right in front of the official, and he was watching the ball, I think.
Yeah, I think that was Darian Thomas out there. I couldn't tell who was out there that almost got the pick. I didn't know if it was him or not. J.C. Carter might have been out there too. I thought it was Thomas, and now.
Official timeout.
Yeah. But yeah, Tristan's helmet was taken off. He has to come out, which the rule is if it's taken off by an opposing player, you don't have to sit out a play, but he's out for this play. On second down, here's the give. Running near side, nothing doing. He's going to be pushed out of bounds, and this time it was the 3rd-string running back, Landon Matthews, number 11 on the carry, and I think he lost a yard on the play. We'll see with the spot. They're going to put it at the line of scrimmage. There's no way he got the 36.
No, he didn't even make it.
No, it's still 3rd down and 5, though.
3rd down and 5 for the Rams.
2:05 left to play. Here in the first quarter, the Cyclones trailing by 4. Another hard count, trying to get the cheap first down. This time, Russellville stays put. Check with me. 2 receivers to each side for Hermosillo. He's got Ullman back there, running back again. Let's see if they roll the pocket. And that's not a design roll. He's going to stand there. Hit as he throws. It's up for grabs. And let's see, it's going to be caught at the 25. Stays on his feet at the 15. Inside the 15, taken down at the 13-yard line. That's Kyler Wolf, who had the 93 yards receiving last week in a touchdown. He gets a big pass play there. Russellville laid a lick on the quarterback, but just didn't get to him in time. A big play there of 51 yards, and that's the second longest pass play from scrimmage here in this first quarter for Lakeside. They had a 60-yarder on their first drive.
Again, that ball was up in the air for a very long time.
That's what we said on the Cyclone Watch, and we said it in their first game, but so far it's fallen into the hands of Lakeside players. Ullman starts right, cuts back left. He's going to be taken down after a gain of a yard, but to the 12-yard line. Pickup of 1 on the play. It's been hard running for him. Last time they got down here on their last drive, Russell stiffened up and caused a field goal attempt. That was good. Russell trailing 10-6 here. 1:20 left to play here in the first quarter. 2nd down and 9 coming. Maybe they just run out of space here and they have problems scoring because they can throw the deep ball, but let's hope so anyway. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Ullman, play action to him. Hermosillo rolling to his right. He's looking to go throw to the end zone, and a diving catch is complete in the end zone. Ben Vincent's got the touchdown. And the Rams go up 16-6. That's the 2nd catch before Vincent, and he makes up for the fact that he dropped one on the first play of this drive. 3 targets, 2 catches for 72 yards, and Hermosillo 123 yards passing here in this first quarter. 57.6 seconds left. We'll wait on the extra point before we send it to break. The Lions' extra point is good. 17-6 our score. The Rams lead it. We'll take a break. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Miller Roofing Company, a family-owned company treating you like family. Who's a part of the Miller family of employees? Tony Martin is construction supervisor.
I go out and I look at whatever projects people may be needing done, whether it's additions, remodel work. On the construction end, a lot of times people, they have a vision of what they want, and what I try to offer them is my experience in this field. We just like to do the best that we can for our customers.
Your friends at Miller Roofing. See them on South Arkansas and Russellville, and follow them on Facebook.
On that scoring summary, it's the first touchdown for the Rams scored by their offense tonight. They go 80 yards in 8 plays. Hermosillo hits Ben Vincent for a 12-yard touchdown pass. Extra point by the Lions was good. The drive took 2 minutes, 43 seconds left. And still with 57 seconds left to play in the first quarter, the Cyclones trail it by a score of 17-6. Hermosillo has come in as advertised in this first quarter. He's 3 of 6 for 123 yards and a touchdown. They're going to pooch this one. Russell, they're going to let it hit and let it go out of bounds. And no, Russell's going to touch it at the 17, 18-yard line. If that would have gone out of bounds, and they say it did hit out of bounds, they just threw the flag. And they're going to talk about it. If Russell touched it, Russell's got the ball at the 18-yard line. If they say it hit out of bounds first, Russell's going to get the ball at the 40. So they're talking about it, and they're saying, did it hit out of bounds? And we'll see. They picked up the flag, but they didn't wave it off, and now they're going to say Russell touched it before it went out. And I don't fault the Cyclones because it sort of looked like it was just sort of hanging around there, and it's a live ball. You can't just assume that it's going out of bounds. So Russell will have it at their own 18. And Coach Wheeler's out on the far side. He just wants an explanation. And now he wants an explanation with the white hat. And I think he's saying, look, the guy right there threw the flag down. How can he be overruled by the back judge? I think that's what he's saying. And he's got a valid question. And I think that's what he's saying. He's not saying, how can somebody overrule him when he is standing right there? And that's what he's saying on that far side. And, you know, that's a tough answer. And, a member of our broadcast team said the player was out of bounds when he touched it. I don't know if that means, is that an NFL rule? And I'm not sure. We'll have to check on that. Always have a list of things to check on by Saturday. And he got an explanation, but Coach Wheeler's not happy. And I think they're letting him vent a little bit because I don't know if they're too sure about it.
I don't think they are, the way they were talking to each other.
Yeah. Well, the fact that it gets overruled by other people who were nowhere near the play or nowhere near the closest official, I think that's why it's tough. Russ will start, worst field position that they've had on their own 18-yard line. It'll be Tracy Daniels getting it. He's going to be tripped in the backfield. He ends up getting a yard because he falls forward. And it'll be 2nd down and 9 coming.
By number 44, Brady Ullman.
I think they're getting a little too excited because they said tripped up at the line of scrimmage, but it's 2nd and 9. How do you figure there? Russell Has it at the 19-yard line. Again, Daniels in the backfield. This time they'll give it. He's trying to bounce it out left side, short side of the field. He'll take a lick, spin away, still on his feet. Helmet comes off. That's a dead ball right there, and he is taken down anyway, and he gets to the 23-yard line. A pick up a 4 on the play. And Russellville can let the clock run up. For some reason, they stopped the clock. I think because he came out, or because the helmet came off. They're going to put him back at the 22, but you know, they should start the clock in Russellville. If they're going to start it, they don't have to snap it again, but I think they're going to keep the clock stopped till the snap because the play clock is at 14 with 23.9 seconds left. They need to reset that play clock. They don't. Tracy Daniels on the sidelines. Jones throwing complete to Harrison, and he's got the first down, breaking a tackle there. He'll get to the 29-yard line. Peyton Harrison with a big catch there.
Did a good job getting open and had some tight coverage, but Luke threw the ball right where he could catch it.
Well, you don't want a 3 and out right there, because after they just drove down, you kind of been hit in the mouth. You're trailing by 11. You don't want a quick 3 and out and have to punt it deep from your own end. Russellville does not have to snap it here. 7 seconds left. Let's see if they do. Daniels back in the game, and Jones, hard count. He's going to give it to Tracy, running right. He'll stick his foot in the ground and go forward, gets across the 30 to about the 31, and that's how the first quarter ends. Got to get away from this quarter. Russellville trails 17-6. We'll take a break, be back with the second quarter. This is the Cyclone football on the EAB Sports Network.
Your best life begins with your healthiest life. At Baptist Health, you'll find the comprehensive care you need for every person in your family. From pediatrics to primary care to women's health, we're equipped to partner with you in every phase of your wellness journey. You'll also find Baptist Health locations and clinics across the state, ensuring we're always there for you, when and where you need us. Learn more about the state's most trusted name in healthcare, locate a clinic, find a provider, and more at baptist-health.com.
At Phil Wright Autoplex in Russellville,
we know you have many places to buy a car. Our competitive pricing and no-pressure sales team
has made us your premier GMC and Chevrolet dealer in the River Valley for almost 50 years.
Our impressive inventory is changing daily. Shop online 24/7 at philwright.com.
For a simplified buying process, trust Phil Wright Autoplex. Great inventory, great prices, and an overall great buying experience. Exit 84 off I-40, Russellville.
In that first quarter, Russellville dominated a lot of the stats. They outgained the Lakeside Rams by 21 yards, but realized they had one extra possession. But as we start the second quarter, Russellville trailing on the scoreboard. The only stat that matters, 17-6. It was a 2-yard pickup there by Tracy Daniels on the last play of the first quarter. So Russellville looking at 2nd and 8 from the 31-yard line. Play action, screen pass set up to Foster. Bobbled it, caught it, and he's going to be driven backwards. Stays on his feet. So let's see if they give him forward progress to about the 34. Sometimes if you're going to go down, you stay there. But I don't know where they're going to spot the ball. They're kind of the official meandering around, so we're going to wait and see where he spots it. And they're not going to give him the initial.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, they're not going to give it to him. So Russellville's looking at 3rd down and 8. And now Tracy Daniels, he's got the first down, spinning away at the 40, across the 45, still on his feet at midfield. Taken down at the 50, a big run there on 3rd and 8.
Well, that was a great screen pass by Luke. Good blocking out there.
Set it up to Tracy Daniels on the pass play of 19 yards. Russellville right at midfield.
First down and 10, Russellville from midfield.
First down for the Cyclones. High snap, and they give it to the backup running back for Russellville. Still on his feet. He's into Lakeside territory, very close to a first down. That's number 34, Ladarius Prince. And if you got a chance to see Ladarius last year as a 9th grader on the Whirlwinds, he was electrifying. And he picked up 9 yards on the play there. That's his first carry tonight. Had 4 carries last week. Russellville changing in and out. They actually had Kircher Herring in on that play. Caden Rose comes back in on 2nd down and 1. With the S back, Prince going to stay in there, and he's going to follow his S back. He's stacked up there, and I think he's going to lose a yard on the play. 3rd down and 2 coming for Russellville.
That may be the first negative carry or yardage Russellville has in this game.
Coach Wheeler in our pregame show said that the average last week is Our ball carrier was not touched until he was 5 yards beyond the line of scrimmage. We haven't seen that much so far this year. It's going to be a quarterback keeper right up the middle on 3rd down and short, and it got the first down. And Tracy Daniels laying a block in the backfield. Check that. It wasn't Daniels. It was Tristan Wisnat, and his helmet comes off. That's the second time it's come off, once on offense, once on defense. But Luke Jones carries for a first down. The Cyclones going to go quick here. That first down sponsored by Better Way Realty. Russell looking at 1st and 10, trailing 17-6, under 10 minutes to go here in the first half. Cyclones making a change at the offensive line position. Play action pass. Screen pass complete to the far side. Caden Rose leans forward inside the 35 to the 32.
After Rose caught it, he thought about breaking back toward the middle. He was on the left side. Decided that the yardage wasn't there, and he just took it up straight and did a good job.
6 yards on the pickup, 2nd and 4. Luke Jones now 6 of 9 for 81 yards. A touchdown and interception here in this first half. 2 receivers to the right. Receiver in tight on the left side. Play action once again. He'll throw. He's going to throw the post pattern, and it's incomplete. He had Kircher Herring there, a little bit too tall. He had some inside area that was open there, but sometimes you got to float that over, worried about the linebackers picking it off. So it goes incomplete there.
He was open.
Yeah. And Herring could catch. He had some interceptions last year. He'll go check back out. 3rd down and 4 for the Cyclones. Trailing 17-6, 9-10 left to play here in the first half. Daniels right behind the quarterback. He'll try to bounce this one out left side. He runs into his own man, still on his feet, and he's got the first down. He keeps those legs churning. And I'm calling it a first down, but they're going to wait and see. They're over there with the stick, so they should know. And the official there saying, come on, it's a first down. So they do give it to him. It's a pickup of 5 yards on the play, and first down sponsored by A Better Way Realty. Russellville, time-consuming drive. They started this drive with 57 seconds left in the first quarter. It's now 8:55 left in the first half. Play action, but no, he's going to follow it right behind the blocker. Luke Jones spinning away. He's still on his feet inside the 10, and he's got the first down and more as he gets down to the 5-yard line. A 22-yard pickup for Luke Jones.
Good job by Luke running. That offensive line just exploded off the ball.
It was almost like a play action, but then he followed his running back, Ladarius Prince, right into the hole. Russell making some changes here. Going with a goal line package here. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Daniels back in to the left of Jones here on 1st and goal from the 5-yard line. And Tracy Daniels will carry off the right side, and he might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. I don't know. He might have lost a yard depending on where they spot it.
Daniels just ran on into the end zone. He's saying he never did touch the ground.
Tracy, 30 career touchdowns. Remember, he played running back as a sophomore. A little more than half the year at running back last year. He stays in there. He's to the left of the quarterback, Luke Jones. Short side of the field to the right side on 2nd down and goal. Jones going to keep it himself, running left side. He'll get back what they lost and a couple more as he's inside the 5. They're going to say his knee hit at the 4, so 3rd down and goal from the 4. And you're obviously thinking 4-down territory, not because you're close, but because you're down by 11 here. Nearing the 7.5-minute mark. More substitutions coming in for Russellville. And almost with Jones in there at quarterback, when you're inside the 5, it almost becomes like a Tebow package because he can carry it. He's a big kid, tough to bring down.
And you know Lakeside's saying, well, we know who's going to get the ball, Daniels.
Russell's taking their time here. They got 17 seconds on the play clock. 3rd down and goal from the 4-yard line. Jones was going to pass, but we have whistle, stoppage of play, and the Cyclones call a timeout there. We'll take a quick break. Russellville trailing 17-6 with 7:08 left in the first half. This is Cyclone football on the EAB Sports Network.
Driven by our mission to deliver power you can count on, the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas go to work every single day on the X's and O's of delivering reliable and affordable electricity to our home field, Arkansas. With over 2,000 employees on our team, our game plan begins and ends with their dedication across our 17 electric distribution cooperatives that cover more than 60% of Arkansas. They are our most valuable players. The Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, the power to deliver, the drive to win.
Welcome back to the Alathus Realty broadcast booth. Next week, we'll stay on the road. Russellville will go to Pulaski Academy. First time they've made a trip there. It'll be the conference opener. Just the second meeting between the two schools. The Cyclones lost, but gave PA a fight. It was really close for 3 quarters. PA ended up winning the game 34-17. They're a little down this year, down for PA standards, as they're ranked behind Greenwood and behind Little Rock Christian at 1 and 2. I know Little Rock Christian's ranked number 1, but I still say Greenwood's the team to beat. Mountain Home is better this year. Russellville already in the toughest conference in 6A. But Russellville looking at 3rd and goal from the 4-yard line. They were going to pass it there. They've changed the play after the timeout. Jones, he's going to throw for the corner end zone. Got it. Warnock Howell wide open in the corner, and there's your Cyclone touchdown. Warnock Howell catches it in the corner of the end zone, and all he does is catch touchdown passes, it seems. Last year, get this, Warnock Howell had 4 catches, 2 for touchdowns. And so he gets one here tonight. The Cyclones cut in that lead 17-12.
There wasn't anybody on him. He was wide open. It's just a matter of getting the ball to him and staying in the end zone.
Russellville's going to go for 2 here, trailing 17-12. Usually don't chase points, but Russellville can say, hey, this Lakeside team is going to be tough to stop. So there's a fake pitch play, and Luke Jones trying to carry it. He may have gotten a yard, may not. The 2-point play fails. Russellville, though, gets the touchdown. They trail 17-12 with 7:03 left. We'll take a break. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Word is spreading fast about how fantastic the food is over at Ridgewood Brothers Barbecue in the big city of Russellville. Slow-cooked barbecue, quality meat done the right way. But did you know if you have a big event coming, we're talking weddings, maybe some people coming in from out of town for a business meeting that you really want to impress, Ridgewood Brothers Barbecue can help you out. Definitely hit up Grant and the gang over there at Ridgewood Brothers Barbecue for catering. Shane here with you once again for Ridgewood Brothers.
Welcome back, the Cyclones on that touchdown drive. And they go 82 yards in 16 plays. Remember, they had a bad field possession, but it took almost 6 minutes off the clock, 5:54, and ended in Luke Jones on a 3rd down and goal, hooked up with Warnock Howell on a 4-yard touchdown pass. It's the 3rd touchdown reception by Warnock for his career. The 2-point conversion failed, but Russell did get 6 points out of the drive. They trail 17-12. Well, Russell has not stopped the Lakeside drive yet. They've gone for field goal and touchdown. They only had 2 offensive drives. Remember, because of the pick 6. And so Cyclones will try to do that here. Kircher Herring will kick off for the Cyclones. He'll put it on the left hash mark. 7:03 left to play here in the first half. Coming up at halftime, we'll give you stats, scores from around the state. We have 2 players back this time, just instead of 1. They're inside the 20. I don't think they're going to be full this time. Kircher's going to give it a ride, though. And it's going to be fielded back at the 12-yard line. Stumbling a little bit across the 20, hops over a man at the 25, to be taken down at the 26-yard line. And that's where Lakeside will start.
I think number 4, Brown, is the one who brought him down. Good hard tackle.
Yeah, they put down to 26, so a 14-yard return there by Ryan Ballard. And so far, Rams just 9 yards rushing, but 123 yards passing. Russellville has almost got 100 more yards total offense, but not as much to show for it. It's a 5-point lead for the Rams. Rolling out to his left, man wide open here. It's going to be completed pass to Ballard. He drives forward inside the 40 or outside the 40 to the 45-yard line. Check that. It was Skylar Purifoy on the catch, not Ballard.
I don't know if that's a breakdown in our defense or exactly what, but he was wide open.
Yeah, he was. A pick up of 14 yards on the play. That's Purifoy's first catch tonight. They targeted him earlier. I say 14 yards. Sorry, it was 19 yards. He's out the 45-yard line. And Russellville jumps off sides. I think that's the 3rd time. But that's the way you jump off side. You put a lick on an offensive lineman.
You know the coach is not happy with this. This is 15 yards that we've given them. They hadn't even ran a play. over the game. That's what I'm saying, last quarter in this one.
Nose of the football right at the 50, 1st and 5 for the Rams. Milking the clock a little bit, huddling. At times they've gone quickly. That receiver out one to the far side of the field. They'll bunch up some eligible receivers here to the left side. This is usually the running formation, and they will hand it off, running left side and spinning away from a tackler is the third-string running back, Landon Matthews. He gets into Cyclone territory at the 47. And remember, because of the 5-yard penalty, they're going to have second down and very short. The second carry for Matthews. He gets 3 yards on that carry. His first one yielded no gain. Under 6 minutes to go. This is the longest they've taken for a drive. Or between plays is what I mean. They're not in a hurry right now. Jacob Hermosillo gives it off to Ullman, running left side there, and he's going to be hit hard and taken down at the 44-yard line. For Russellville, laying the initial lick was Bo Mosley coming up. And it is a first down for the Rams. Even though it's 2nd 2, I think they just didn't want to mess with it. Want to go ahead and get that first down.
1st and 10, Lakeside from the Cyclones.
They get the 44. Same formation. Eventually, they're going to fake this and pass it. See if this is the play. No, it's the sweep. Ullman running short side of the field. He's hit the backfield, breaks a tackle. He gets to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. But we have a flag on the play back at the 46-yard line. This is a hold. It's going to be about a 12-yard penalty because of where the flag is. Sometimes you see him pick up the flag and put it down again. They're marking the spot of where the hold was.
It's a 10-yard penalty.
So that's why also sometimes you see it's a 12-yard penalty. It's 10 yards from the spot of the foul. And so they'll put it at the 46. It ends up being exactly a 10-yard penalty, so they marked it off from the line of scrimmage. Stays first down, 1st and 20. Appreciate you joining us here on Cyclone booth page, also on FM 102.3 KCJC. Your home for all Cyclone sports. Not just football, basketball, soccer. State championship for the boys last team, beating this Lakeside school in the state finals last year at UCA, 1-0. Here's a give on 1st and 20. It's a sweep. They'll get back at midfield, still on his feet after spinning around is Kyler Wolf. He'll be stacked back there. They're going to give him forward progress to the Cyclone 49-yard line. Yeah, Lakeside soccer team had upset Van Buren in the semifinals at Valley View. Russell's all geared up for another showdown with the Pointers. Ended up playing Lakeside in the state finals, won that game 1-0. Jet Bull for the Cyclones with the MVP. And Cyclone soccer team, Jared Fuller, winning another state championship. He's going to run out of fingers and have to start putting them on his toes if he keeps this up. 2nd down to 15 after the 5-yard carry there by Kyler Wolf. Change of the play. Hermosillo will roll to his left here. Looking out the flat, and again, wide open. Here's a completed pass to the 40, 35, and I think he's going to be about a yard shy of the first down, but again, Purifoy is wide open. I think he's about a half-yard shy. They said first down over the PA, but I don't think he got it.
Ballard, number 18, was out here. He cleared the field. When he went down, he took 2 men with him, and that's what left the receiver open.
Yeah, officially it's 3rd and 1. It's more like 3rd and a half a yard. When they've been in this situation, they've given it to Grady Ullman. I think they're going to run the Wildcat package here because Ullman's now talking to him like he's the quarterback. And it does look like a Wildcat formation as Hermosillo is out and Russellville is going to take a timeout. They didn't have the personnel they wanted in there. It was going to be a snap and just trying to get it. And what was weird is they needed a half a yard, and the snap took them back 5 yards, but Russellville was not ready for it, and Coach Wheeler using one of his remaining timeouts to make that call. They have listed 0 timeouts. I thought Russellville still had one more.
I did too. Yeah. We took 2.
Yeah, I thought one was dim, but I may be wrong about that. The scoreboard shows that we're out of timeouts. We're going to keep it right here just because I don't want to miss the 3rd down play. I'll tell you that next week the Cyclones will be on the road to open up their conference play as they travel to Pulaski Academy. 2 non-conference games just like last year, but this time we're actually getting to play them. And then Russellville, 2 weeks from tonight, will be back at home as they host Little Rock Christian. And after this next road game next week, it'll be away, home, just alternating back and forth. Remember, Russellville, their open week falls in the last week of the season. That's not a bad thing, especially if you're getting ready for the playoffs. You get that week off leading in to it. But 2 weeks from tonight, the Cyclones will be back at home at Cyclone Stadium to take on Little Rock Christian. Right now, the number 1 team in 6A. And if you looked across the state, the best game on paper tonight is Little Rock Christian against Shiloh Christian. A lot of interested people about that one. Hey, there's talk that Shiloh Christian is going to be a conference game for us next year because Little Rock Christian of PA will be moving up to 7A most likely. 3rd and less than a yard, and they're going back traditional package. They're going to give it off to Ullman, and he's hit at the 35. It gets forward. Guy's the first down. He gets all the way down to the 32-yard line for Ullman. They changed the play because of the timeout by the Cyclones, but they get the first down anyway. Ullman now 7 carries for 11 tough yards. They've got it 1st and 10 at the Cyclone 33. Russellville trailing by 5, 17-12, nearing the 3-minute mark. Hermosillo, this is the one drive we've had where he hasn't had a big pass play. He's got Ullman to his right, but he's backing up even with him. This means a pass play here. He's looking to his left. He's going to throw. He's got a man open. He's going to be tipped and caught. Unbelievable at the 5, leaning forward, touchdown, Lakeside. Unbelievable. Russellville looked like they had an interception. Caden Rose had his hands on it. It was just a little bit too. He stretched out for it, had his fingertips on it, and it then falls into the waiting hands of Purifoy, who had to drag a tackler 5 more yards, a 33-yard touchdown pass. And when you're hot, you're blazing, and they're blazing right now on that touchdown pass of 33 yards, and that makes it 23-12, back to 11-point lead. This extra point could give them their largest lead of the game. And the extra point is long enough, and it is good. 24-12, Lakeside leads it with 2:47 left in the first half. We'll take a break. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
KCJC, Dartnell, Russellville.
You guys play the best country of all.
River Country. KCJC.
Your business is up against a lot of things these days. Inflation costs, workforce issues, federal overreach. The list of things keeping you up at night keeps getting longer. The Arkansas State Chamber Associated Industries of Arkansas is here to help. We are constantly working to improve the business climate and make Arkansas as competitive as possible. The Arkansas State Chamber Associated Industries of Arkansas works tirelessly for your business so you can rest easy. Join us today.
The Cyclones trailing here 24-12. That scoring summary for Lakeside, 74 yards in 7 plays in 4 minutes and 16 seconds, easily their longest time-wise scoring summary for them. Jacob Hermosillo hit Skylar Purifoy for a 33-yard touchdown pass. The Lions added the extra point. With 2:47 left to play here in the first half, Cyclones trailing 24-12. There's been some unbelievable plays, just tipped balls. It seemed like every bounce of the football has gone against Russellville. They kicked this one deep. The Lions is going to break the plane of the goal line. It's an automatic touchback. In high school football, you are not allowed to bring it out of the end zone. So as soon as it breaks that plane, you're done. The play is over.
Well, the reason they were taking their time, they're ahead, so they want to run off part of the clock, which they did. And that was probably one of the better passes he's thrown tonight.
3 receivers to the right for the Cyclones. They're going to move a man in motion, make it 2-2. And back to pass is Jones. Here comes the blitz. They set up the screen to Foster. Sheds a man inside the 20, but he can't get north. And we're going to lose a yard on the play. Well, we caught him in a blitz too, but they still found a way. It goes for -1 yards and 2nd down and 11 back to the 19. Clock rolling, 2:25 left. Play action pass, Jones rolling to his left, throwing. Tip ball is complete now to Howell. He's got the first down and taken down at the 35-yard line. Warnock Howell with the reception. It's going to stop the clock long enough to reset the change. That first down brought to you by Better Way Realty. Russell going quickly here after the 16-yard pickup. Changing personnel, 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. He's going to put Daniels back to the right of Luke Jones. 2:03 left. Jones back to pass, looking left. He's throwing a slide and catch along the far side. Did he get in and out? They haven't signaled stoppage of clock, so that's a catch by Harrison. And they'll put it at the 43-yard line. The clock continues to roll. They didn't blow it dead, so he didn't get out of bounds. Pickup of 8 on the play. Again, 3 receivers to the far side. Daniel's going to carry this one. He's got the first down, breaking an arm tackle. He'll get near midfield, and he will get out of bounds. We'll see where they put it down. Looks like it's going to be at the 48. A pickup of 5 yards on the play for Tracy. He's got 88 yards in this first half on 19 carries. Did get out of bounds? No, he didn't. They started the clock. They shouldn't do that. They were still moving the sticks. Clock is rolling with 1:28 left. No hometown clock for Lakeside. Howell is going to get the reception out in the flat, and he's trying to get out of bounds, and he does get out of bounds. They're going to have to call that one. It's right in front of us. He gets to the 38-yard line. Warnock Howell on the reception. Russell working this 2-minute drill very well. The clock stops with 1:14 left. It's supposed to stop. They keep the clock rolling.
How can that be?
Yeah, he was out of bounds. They signaled that at the very least you got to move the sticks. And I don't think the Cyclone coaching staff's noticing yet. It's 1:03 left. Jones, play action, rolling to his left. Stops. He's going to load up. He's going to fire to the end zone. He's got a man open there, but he overshoots him there. And hopefully the clock will stop here with 54.6 seconds left. You know, it's funny. If Russell scores here, they're actually working against their own team because they're not going to leave them any time on the clock.
I'm saying if they'll start the clock on this one.
Yeah. He definitely got out of bounds because you saw the official wave his arms, and it was a first down. So at the very least, you got to stop it for them to move the sticks. And that's the second time they didn't even stop for the first down. But they stop it here, 2nd and 10. Russell has the ball at the Lakeside 38-yard line. Jones rolling to the short side of the field. He fires one. It's complete, and Caden Rose with the catch, and he steps out of bounds right around the 20-yard line. I didn't see where they put it down. We'll see. I think they might have given him the 21, maybe the 22. It's going to be the 22-yard line, a pickup of 16 on the play. That's the third catch for Rose at the 29. 3 receivers to the left, and Lakeside jumps, but not in the neutral zone. Clock at 49.5 seconds left. It'll start on the snap. Play clock at 16. Russellville changing the play. Plenty of time. Again, Tracy Daniels will move over to the right of Luke Jones. They got open field to the left side. That's where they're going to give it to Tracy Daniels. He's trying to get the edge, and they come out and they're going to stiff arm him, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds, but they're going to get a face mask call, I believe, on the Rams here. They grab Tracy by the face mask. It's just if it's a 5-yarder or a 15-yarder. We'll get the penalty at the spot of the foul here, so we'll see. The foul happened beyond the line of scrimmage, so they're actually supposed to take it to the line of scrimmage and mark it off from there. So I know the foul happened at the 24, but the line of scrimmage is 22. And it's just going to be a 5-yard penalty. They said 15, but it was not a personal foul, so a 5-yard penalty.
Clock is
rolling. He's going to throw this one out of bounds. Sorry, we had the snap. That's why it was rolling. So out of bounds here, so it'll be 2nd down and 5. And I think that play just wasn't set up what they wanted, so they threw it out of bounds quickly, mainly to stop the clock. You don't want to try to do too much with it because the clock is not your friend right now. 35.9 seconds left. The short side of the field's the left side, Jones. It looked like that Lakeside had it covered up easily there. So you live to fight another down. 3 receivers to the right side. Jones gets the snap. Here comes the blitz. They got the screen, the middle screen set up to Abel Abington. He's across the 15, cuts back, trying to go outside. He's still on his feet. They tried to tackle him. His knee didn't go down. Let's see where they put him. They're trying to decide this, and the clock's rolling. We got to hurry with this. Russell's wanting to snap the football. They have it at the 12. It's first down. No, it's 3rd down, they say. Back to pass is Jones. He's looking. He's going to throw this one for the end zone. Jump ball and incomplete. Going for Harrison.
Incomplete on the play.
And that'll bring up 4th down.
That'll bring up 4th down and about a yard for the Cyclones.
All right. Attempts trying to go to Harrison. Let's see. I think Russell's going to try a field goal here. They are. 8 seconds left. Russell's going to try the field goal. At least they're going to line up like they're going to try it. They'll put it down at the 20 from the right hash. This will be a 30-yard attempt for Kircher Herring. Rose on the snap, and the coach ran out on the field trying to call timeout, trying to ice the kicker maybe. 8.5 seconds left. We're going to take a quick break. Russell trying a field goal here before the end of the first half. Russell trailing 24-12. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Why trust River Valley Tinting and Glass? Well, River Valley Tinting and Glass is a family-owned business, and they take care of their customers like family too. So remember, your local auto, residential, and commercial glass and tinting company, River Valley Tinting and Glass. Check out their work on Facebook or call 890-5839 to get an estimate. Or you could always come by 2202 East 2nd Street to see all they can do for you. From a business you can trust, River Valley Tinting and Glass.
8.5 seconds left here in the first half. Russell trailing 24-12, trying to get something on this drive. They started this drive at their own 20. They've driven down to the 13. It's 4th down and 1. Even if you go for it and get the first down, you don't know if the clock will stop anyway, but even if it did, you'd have to hurry up. Russellville is out of timeouts, and so they're trying to get a field goal here. Lakeside calling timeout to maybe ice the kicker. It would be a 30-yard field goal attempt for Kircher Herring, the junior. Caden Rose will be the holder. High snap. He puts it down, and Kircher had to wait a second on it, and that kind of messed up his rhythm. He misses it wide left. That's a tough attempt there for Kircher. He started his stride and had to wait, and it goes no good, and Russellville will turn the ball over there after the missed field goal with 5 seconds left. And let's see if Lakeside is content to go in with a 12-point lead, or are they going to try to make something happen? Now, on a missed field goal, it goes as a punt. And so that punt, quote-unquote punt, goes into the end zone, so it's a touchback. That's why if you ever watch any of Dardanelle's games, they line up for a field goal even if at their own 40. They use that as the punting formation where they don't have to practice on snapping it deep. Dardanelle in a big matchup with Dover tonight for the Judges Cup, by the way. We'll check that score at halftime. It looks like, at least looks like they're going to take a knee, and they are all the way back to the 17-yard line. This will come off their yardage, but not many things they did wrong in that first half. Lakeside with a 24-12 lead. We're going to take a break. Russell's going to go back to the drawing board a little bit, get ready for this second half. We're at halftime. Lakeside 24, Russellville 12. Coming up on your halftime show, we got scores, stats, all that and more. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
I'm Rex Nelson. As a native Arkansan, I take pride in our state's natural beauty. And as someone who has been in all 75 counties, I've seen how prevalent litter is across our state. It's time for people to clean up our state for those who live here and to enhance Arkansas's image for those wanting to visit. Let's clean up Arkansas. Visit KeepArkansasBeautiful.com to do your part and get involved.
This message brought to you by this station, the Arkansas Broadcasters Association, and the Keep Arkansas Beautiful Commission.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more reliability, durability, and versatility built in, like #1 selling Kubota BX and L Series compact tractors, Z Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Visit your local Kubota dealer for a demo today. In the River Valley, see River Valley Tractor on Weir Road in Russellville.
Simmons Bank, nominated by Forbes magazine as a top U.S. bank, takes great pride in investing in our friends and neighbors. For more than 100 years, we've worked to make our customers' dreams come true, earning trust with convenient and reliable financial tools, checking and savings accounts, home and consumer loans, small business loans, and low-rate credit cards. Wherever you are on your financial journey, we're there with you every step of the way. Simmons Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, subject to credit approval.
Score huge on select in-stock wheels and tires now at R&R Tire Express. Get a set of wheels for just $6 and score the extra point with a set of tires for just $1 more. That's right, score a touchdown. Get the wheels and tires for just $7 right now at R&R. Just $7 gets you started on select in-stock wheel and tire packages. So get off the bench and get in the game. Score huge now at R&R Tire Express. Now open on East Parkway Drive next to Starbucks in Russellville.
Welcome back. We're at halftime. The Cyclones trailing here by a score of 24-12. Just a really tough first half for the Cyclones. What's your view of the first half?
Well, their receiving core, the quarterback, he's throwing the ball up. As I said during the game, there's a lot of air underneath that ball. But their receiving core, they're big, they're tall, they're fast, and they're turning our receivers around where they're not being able to watch the receiver or turning our defensive back around. We're not being able to watch the receiver and the ball, especially number 18, Ballard. We're putting 2 men on him, and when he goes down, he clears out that area, and that's where they've gotten a couple of little short passes to Purefoy. Our running game is doing good. I think, and it's hard to keep running the ball when you're this far behind, but we've got to keep that running game a part of the offense, because anytime Daniels can break that and turn this ball game around.
But we're not at the point where we have to, forget the running game. I mean, if it's a 12-point lead halfway through the fourth quarter that we're looking up at, then maybe so, but not just yet. It's tough because at times, when you look at it, Russellville, they had more yardage, but of course they did have one extra possession, but they have 81 more yards. So even with one more possession, they're moving the football, just not getting the results they want, and it seems like they just really have no answer. Hermosillo, he's been as advertised, almost 500 yards of offense last week. And the guy's been electrifying, 189 yards passing. Now, he hadn't done very much on the ground. He had 175 rushing last week. He's only got 3, but he hasn't really had to, a couple of touchdown passes. And it really set the tone when their defense got that pick 6, I'm afraid, early on. Russell trailing here 24-12. And before we go to a break, I want to say I misspoke a little bit, and I appreciate Travis catching me on it. I said Judges Cup. It's the Rivals Cup. The Judges Cup is over in Yale County. The Rivals Cup with Atkins and Dover tonight. Probably the biggest game in the River Valley. Biggest game across the state is Little Rock Christian against Shiloh Christian. And we're going to try to update you with some scores during this halftime show. But coming up, we'll look at the stats after this break. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Oh, the smell of those charcoal grills. It's that time of year again when the nights are getting cooler and the trees are changing colors. I am Renata Jenkins-Byler with Roller Funeral Homes, reminding us all with school back in session to watch and be careful for children in school buses, dogs being walked, and joggers. Also, this time of year has us getting ready for those tailgates and big games this week. So play hard, cheer loud, and drive carefully. Roller Funeral Homes, with all our respect.
Legendary coach Paul Bear Bryant from Fordyce, Arkansas once said, "It's not the will to win that matters. Everyone has that. It's the will to prepare to win that matters." Congratulations to all the players and coaches who have put in the hours in the summer, in the weight room, in the film room, and on the practice field. I'm Congressman Bruce Westerman, and I approve this message because high school athletics prepares for victories on and off the field.
Paid for by Westerman for Congress.
Little Rock is where you'll be amazed by everything that awaits every member of your family. Explore sites like the Little Rock Zoo or hike to the top of Central Arkansas at Pinnacle Mountain State Park. Learn about the world around us at the Museum of Discovery. And at the Central Arkansas Nature Center, you can see alligators up close right in downtown. You can tour the Oval Office at the Clinton Presidential Library and walk in the footsteps of civil rights pioneers at historic Central High School. One experience and you'll be big on Little Rock. Learn more at littlerock.com today.
Greenway proudly supports the DIYer in you. Whether you're a mover, a shaker, a groundbreaker, a risk taker, a challenge embracer, or a landscape visionary, whatever the task, we've got a John Deere tractor that can help move your project forward. You've got work to do, so let's get started. Reserve yours today in store or at gogreenway.com.
Welcome back. We're at halftime, and Lakeside leading the Cyclones by a score of 24-12. And it's kind of felt like you were kind of punched a little bit, dazed a little bit. I just didn't expect this. Not saying I didn't expect to be down, but I just didn't expect the first half to play out the way it did with the pick six early and again, same thing we saw on film. A lot of throws being kind of thrown up, and I thought our guys might go get a little better. But, boy, the receivers, I might have not given them much credit because they've done a good job. And the quarterback's done a good job buying some time.
Yeah, and but the receivers are tall, they're fast. But you're right, the ball goes up. It looks like it's just a jump ball. Anybody can grab it. But somehow those receivers are coming down with it. They are getting behind our defenders. We're going to have to make some adjustments.
I'll give you the stats of the first half. We're going to try to post them on Facebook, but we've had some connection issues here at Lakeside with our Facebook page. So if we get a chance to post them, you can just go to our Facebook page, the Cyclone booth, to do that. I mean, when you just look at some of the stats, Russell's really dominating, but that doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is the score. But Russell with more first downs, 17-8. They've gained 284. The Rams just 203. I say just 203. Again, one more possession for the Rams because of that pick six on the first series for Russellville. For the Cyclones individually, Tracy Daniels 88 yards on 19 carries. His longest play's been 14 yards. He's been grinding them out. He's averaging just under 5 yards a carry, but nothing really big. No game breaking. Luke Jones, he's 5 carries for 46 yards. Throwing the football, 13 of 20 for Jones. He's got 2 touchdown passes. Did throw the pick six. He's thrown for 142 yards. Did have the big 42-yard pass play to Mackay Foster. Mackay with 3 catches for 41 yards. That 42-yard play and then 2 more for negative yards. He does have a touchdown reception. Then Warnock Howell had a touchdown reception. He's got 3 catches for 34 yards. Caden Rose slowly getting back to 100%. We mentioned him. 3 catches for 29 yards. For the Rams, Hermosillo, just 9 attempts, 6 completions for 189 yards and 2 touchdowns. Unbelievable. They haven't run the football very well. Ullman has 11 yards on 7 carries, and he's their leading rusher, but they haven't had to. And just like they did in their first game where they had 4 receivers with 50 yards or more receiving, they've got 3 with 50 yards or more receiving. Kyler Wolf has 51 yards receiving. Ben Vincent with 2 catches, 72 yards and a touchdown. Purifoy, 3 catches for 66 yards and a touchdown. And third down conversions give that to you. Russell 6 of 8. The Rams 4 of 5. Russell did go for 1 fourth down play. Did not make it. And Russell trails here by a score of 24-12. Just some scores to pass along from our conference. Greenwood trying to get, or they're not just trying, they are getting revenge from last year's loss to Northside. They're shutting them out 42-0. That's just a halftime score. Mountain Home, we talked about that last week. We talked to some Mountain Home people. They said, hey, this may be their year. And they're in that rivalry against Harrison tonight, and they lead at the half 30-14. And a surprise here. I won't pull this up and see if I can find it. I think I might have just lost it. But Little Rock Christian is trailing Shiloh Christian at the half 21-16. And let me see. Greenbrier leading Vilonia. It's the second quarter score, 21-6. We're also going to take a look at some local teams. We're going to do that when we get back, but kind of already promoted Atkins-Dover. We've yet to get a score in on that one. That's probably the biggest game of Pope County, or at least our area. There also is Dardanelle-Pottsville that we'll try to get a score on for you later. Russell trailing here at the half, 24-12. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit about Cyclone history and also the scoring summary for that first half. This is Cyclone football on the EAB Sports Network.
Arkansas is sizzling, and Saracen Summer of Sports Cars continues to keep the heat on with an iconic Camaro convertible from Gwatney Chevrolet. This is the last year for Chevy's classic Camaro, and Saracen Casino is the only place in Arkansas where you can qualify to win one tomorrow night just for playing your favorite games. Only 40 minutes from Little Rock, Saracen is Little Rock's closest place to play.
Saracen Casino Resort, Vegas, Arkansas style.
Gambling problem? Call 800-522-4700.
Mac Daddy's Old Town Meat Neat on the Dover Square is serving up delicious home-cooked meals and entertainment for the whole family. It's just like gathering at Grandma's house, but with live bands on the weekends. Karaoke on Tuesday nights and lots of stuff for the kids to play on. So bring the family to Mac Daddy's Old Town Meat Neat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Mac Daddy's Old Town Meat Neat, 9733 Market Street in Dover. Open Monday through Saturday, 6:30 to 9, and Sunday buffet, 11 to 3.
Located in a quiet and beautiful part of South Arkansas, Southern Arkansas University offers personalized tour visits, faculty and staff who invest in student success, and a caring campus community. SAU allows you to choose from over 100 degrees in 4 distinct colleges and the School of Graduate Studies. SAU not only offers a broad range of academic programs, including unique offerings to the state and region, but is the first university south of Little Rock to offer a doctoral degree through the College of Education. Start calling SAU your home today by applying at saumag.edu. Go Mule Riders!
If you like supporting local small town, then you should go down to Funky Town Mall. We've got over 80 vendors from our very own community with tons of varieties such as vintage, antiques, collectibles, furniture, painted or stained, art, decor, holiday decor, glassware, pottery, farmhouse, jewelry, clothing, new, ancient, and worn, western wear, frame, autographs, sports pictures, puzzles, kids' toys, sports, trading cards, books, albums. Did you get all that? Well, I guess then you're just going to have to come see for yourself. We've got something for the whole family. 1612 South Arkansas. Like us on Facebook and see what's new and ask about our shipping and layaway options. Come on down to Funky Town.
Welcome back. We're at the half. The Cyclones trailing 24-12. We've got a couple scores to pass along to you. Mark Freeman, buddy, giving us the Pottsville Dardanelle game. It's at the half. Pottsville leading Dardanelle by a score of 12-7. And our engineer, John Henderson, he's going to cause one of our media people, Chase Canfield, to yell out in excitement because Dover leading Atkins 7-3. And Chase, a proud Dover graduate, so they got the lead there, leading 7-3 at the half. I'll give you the scoring summary for that. It's not been fantastic, but Russellville, they're close. They're staying close. Russellville started with the football. They drove down and then threw an interception at the 15-yard line Lakeside. It got a return for a touchdown by Atriel Howard, and the extra point by Valines was good, and the Rams led it 7-0 without their offense getting on the field. Russellville then turned the ball over on downs, and there was another scoring summary for the Rams, but just a field goal this time. They go 62 yards in 7 plays, made it 10-0. With 4:35 left, it was 10-0. Seems like ever since then, Russellville just playing catch-up, but kind of going back and forth there a little bit. Russellville did get on the board on their next drive. They went 74 yards very quickly in 7 plays, just 55 seconds. Luke Jones hit Mekhi Foster for a 42-yard touchdown pass. Missed the extra point. It was 10-6 at the time. Still first quarter. We weren't done in the first quarter. The Rams scored on an 80-yard drive in 8 plays. 2:43 is all it took them. Hermosillo hit Ben Vincent for a 12-yard touchdown pass. The extra point was good. We ended the first quarter there at 17-6, the Rams leading. Russellville did come back with a touchdown drive of their own. They grinded one out. 82 yards, 16 plays, 5 minutes, 54 seconds. Luke Jones hit Warnock Howe for a 4-yard touchdown pass on the 3rd and goal play. The 2-point play failed for the Cyclones. They trailed 17-12. The Rams came right back in under 4.5 minutes of clock time. 74 yards, 7 plays. Hermosillo once again hit Purifoy for a 33-yard touchdown pass. The extra point was good, made it 24-12. Russellville battling the clock operator a little bit when they didn't stop the clock for Russellville, but Cyclones drove down 67 yards in 11 plays, faced on a 4th and 1 with 9 seconds left, had to attempt a 30-yard field goal, missed that. That's how we ended the first half with the score of 24-12. The Cyclones, once again, we said will be on the road and next week as they go to Pulaski Academy. Just the second time that the Cyclones have played Pulaski Academy. I want to highlight a Cyclone history moment. Back in 1963, Chuck Horn, on his 4th season, coming off the heels of a 10-1 season, the 63 Cyclones were they were one of the most dominant teams in the state, pitching a school record, get this, 8 shutouts. The starters only allowed 3 touchdowns in 12 games played. Arkansas Gazette called the Cyclone defense, quote, the best in state level in many years, unquote there. Team allowed 41 points, just 3.4 points per game. They finished 9-1-2, only a few plays away from being undefeated. They tied Class 3A at the time, Springdale, 0-0 in the season opener. They tied Region 4 Benton 7-7 Week 6. Their only loss was to the 3AA region champion Catholic High, 11-1 on the season for the Rockets. The offense, though, was led by All-State running back Jerry Lawrence, who had over 1,200 yards rushing and receiving while scoring a then school record 20 touchdowns. Senior nose guard, anybody know this name? Bobby Hallmark. He was virtually unblockable. It was a fantastic team, 63 Cyclones. pitching 8 shutouts in 12 games. That's your look Cyclone history back in 1963. Cyclones trailing here at the half, 24-12. We're about 3.5 minutes away from the second half if they don't add more time. So we're going to take another break, come back maybe with the second half. Cyclones trailing 24-12. This is Cyclone football on the EAB Sports Network. All right, we might be having some technical issues on the radio side, so we're going to pull it back here. Usually when they have an extended halftime.
The Russellville School District is seeking route substitute and trip bus drivers. Route drivers start at $30.38 per hour with pay increases for years of experience. Substitute drivers make $30.38 per hour on routes. Drivers interested in trips earn $15.45 per hour for the duration of the event, and bus monitors can make $15 per hour. Route drivers and monitors are eligible for insurance and retirement. No CDL. RSD is a registered training site. Apply at russellvilleschools.net transportation page.
We all have our traditions, from Friday night lights
hey, Rashid.
to Saturday morning hunts. These are the traditions we pass down to the next generation. Now, we might have hung up our cleats a long time ago, but come tomorrow morning, we can still put on our camo and hunter orange, because some traditions last a lifetime. Get your hunting license and enjoy a season of memories, both on the field and in the woods. This message is brought to you by the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission. Hunt natural.
Every player on the football team has an important job so the team can reach its goal and success. Join our team at Lexicon right now and we'll help you reach your goals and success. Lexicon offers free on-the-job training through our own Lexicon University. We also offer competitive pay, a great healthcare plan, paid vacation, a sweet 401k plan, and more. Find out more at lexicon-inc.com/football.
Russellville trailing here at the half, 24-12. I was saying before the break there, usually if it's an extended halftime, when the teams come back out on the field, they have a 3-minute, they'll put 3 more minutes back on the clock. There was about 2:40 left when Lakeside came back out, so they didn't add any more time. Russellville came out shortly thereafter just to get loosened up, but it wasn't an extended halftime performance by the Lakeside band. Want to give congratulations to the 8th grade junior high team. They were victorious over Lakeside junior high team at Cyclone Stadium, and the 9th grade team failed just by a touchdown, 8-0, and it was a pretty good defensive battle. The Whirlwind defense on the 9th grade side with 3 or 4 turnovers I think they got in that game, but just unable to turn it into points. It's going to be a while before they're back at Cyclone Stadium, September the 21st, when they host Searcy. As for the Cyclones, they'll be back at the friendly confines 2 weeks from tonight as they host Little Rock Christian next week, going to PA. 0-1 in the all-time series with PA. You know, last year we started, there were like 6 teams that we played where it was a brand new series. You know, we had never played Little Rock Christian in football, or PA, or Greenbrier, Lakeside, and so it was a big difference. And so not a whole lot of tradition, but you do have that Morrilton game, and you actually do have Van Buren, which is in the top 3 or 4 of all-time series with the Cyclones, and we'll be talking about that throughout the year. Well, remember that Lakeside won the toss, and they elected to defer to the second half. And so they're going to get the ball to start this half, but Russell really needs to make a statement here on the defensive side to start this half.
We came close to picking him off late in that second quarter. Went through our hands with Rose. He had his hands on it, just a little too high for him. He was stretching with all that he could do and did touch the ball. I still feel like our defensive backs can intercept this guy. We need to pick him off.
Waiting everybody to, we don't want to send it to a break or anything because we're waiting them to take the field. The officials are seemingly ready. So again, Russell will be kicking off, and the rule is obviously Lakeside's going to get the ball, but then Russell gets to pick which goal they want to defend and usually take the win in the fourth quarter. Not a strong win, but there is a steady win. coming, blowing right to left. So we figure Russellville, I don't know if they're going to kick into that. They may want to kick into that and just have it for the fourth quarter.
That's the way they're lining up.
Yeah. We've been unable to get any more scores other than those two, but those halftime scores, Pottsville leading Dardanelle 12-7. Dover leading Atkins 7-3. I'm going to tell you, over on 102.3, we'll have the scoreboard show from 10 o'clock until midnight with Rex Nelson, the voice of the OBU Tigers. Kircher Herring going to kick off for the Cyclones. And they're going to scoot this one along the carpet. And Lakeside going to let it roll through, pick it up at the 24, and they're not going to fall on it. They're going to try to return it. They go backwards and then forwards, go from the 24 to about the 26. We're all for that.
Oh, yeah, a good kickoff.
Yeah.
Good coverage.
That's what Morrilton did not do last week. I was wondering why their up guys were trying to field it. All you have to do is get out of the way. And they did not do that, and it yielded a couple turnovers for the Cyclones. The Rams will take over at the 26-yard line. And this is why we'll start the third quarter. 8:30, and we're just now starting the second half. We may be joining the scoreboard show in progress. Hermosillo going to roll to his left. He's going to stop. He's going to throw this one up for grabs. This is a wounded duck, and nobody's going to catch it. The receiver was a good 5-7 yards away from it. Good coverage by the Cyclones. But see, sometimes they get completions like that because they have to come back to the ball. You got good coverage, but no way for anybody to catch that one.
Closest receiver was number 18, Ballard, and he had outrun the football and was trying to get back to it.
Well, number 0, Darian Thomas, was out there in coverage from his linebacking spot, as was Mackay Foster. Almost 3 men on the ball. We'll look at 2nd down and 10 for the Rams. Same spot, 26-yard line. They're going to give it to Ullman, running the short side of the field, the right side. He lowers his shoulder. A flag flies. He gains a yard, stays in bounds, but the flag is going to be in the area of holding. We'll have to wait and see. It is going to be a hold against Lakeside. When the official behind the linebackers throws a flag, it's probably holding because that's the main thing he's got to watch. And so he raced the 1-yard run there because the hold happened at the line of scrimmage. They're going to put it down at the 16. Yeah, so a 10-yard penalty. It's a 10-yard from the spot. So sometimes that's why you see it's more than 10 yards. So 2nd down and 20 at their own 16-yard line. Rams with 2 receivers to each side. They're going to roll to the left once again. Out in the flat, wide open. Shoestring catch there at the 26-yard line. They push him out of bounds past the 30. And once again, this is Skylar Purefoy. It's not so much the same play. It's the same receiver that's getting that open spot there. And Purefoy has made a living out of that tonight. Gets to the 31. A pick up a 15 on the play. So it goes from 2nd and 20 to 3rd and 5. But Russell giving a pretty big cushion there. But you had 20 yards to play with. The Rams need 5 yards for a first down. Let's see if they go the hard count. Nope, they're going to snap it quick. Screen pass complete to the far side and breaking a tackle, getting the first down across the 36 to about the 38-yard line is Kyler Wolf. And that'll put it down at the 37-yard line. Pickup of 6 yards on the play. Hermosillo now 8 of 12 for 210 yards. That's a pretty good stat line when you think about it. And last week he threw for 307, but realized he didn't throw all that much. He threw less than 20 times. It was just some big plays. It counted for 4 touchdowns, 3 through the air. Here's a fake handoff. Hermosillo going to run it himself, and he's in trouble. He's going to reverse his field back to the right, now back to the left, and he's going to be tackled way back inside the 30 at the 28. That's the first time we've seen a design sweep like that with their quarterback, and I'm surprised because I wouldn't want that guy hit. And he took a big, hard hit there back at the 28-yard line. It's a big loss.
That's a good pursuit by our defense. They were not being faked out.
No, I think they were trying to fool us, and they didn't. Yeah. You're right. 9-yard loss on the play by Hermosillo. He's got 3 carries now for -6 yards. His other 2 carries had just been rollout plays where nobody's been open, and he's run out of bounds. That's the first time he's been tackled tonight. Here on 2nd and long, they're going to run the option. Hermosillo is going to pitch it there to Ullman. He does not get the edge. He's hit hard at the 30, gets to about the 31-yard line. And I'm really surprised because we were talking about that off the air at halftime, how we haven't really hit their quarterback very much, and they're putting him in danger here. On 2nd and 19, they run the option, just not really seem to be their game. But again, maybe they're trying to catch Russell napping, but they get 3 yards there, so it's 3rd and 16.
I think that was Sims on the tackle. Good hard tackle.
Yeah, Tristan Sims coming up. You got to play the pitch man. You got to play the quarterback on that. So 3rd and long, they need their own 47.5-yard line for a first down. It's a reverse. It's a double reverse. And Russellville breaking a tackle there. Now they're going to throw it, and throwing it into double coverage. It's going to be knocked down, incomplete. A flag coming in. D.A. Reed was there to knock it down. Tracy Daniels in the area, Mekhi Foster in the area. Double reverse thrown by Ben Vincent. Are they going to get us for pass interference there? It looked like D.A. Reed knocked the ball down. Couldn't have been on him.
No.
He was playing the football, and they are going to get pass interference against the Cyclones.
Oh, my.
Now, this is not an automatic first down. It's 3rd and 16, so if they mark this off right, it still should be 3rd down and 1. I say that because they messed up on a penalty. They also didn't move the chains when they were supposed to. It should be about 3rd down and a yard, half a yard. Well, they keep moving it forward. It's like, wait a minute.
They moved it back then.
Yeah.
That was another one of those passes that just had so much air underneath.
7-yard line. 3rd down and about a yard to the Rams.
3rd down and a yard for the Rams. Yeah, maybe about a half yard. We're right on it here at the 47-yard line. They're going with a shotgun formation. Ullman, they're going to give it to him, and he's got the first down. He's going to get near midfield. Official over here says 49-yard line. Official on the far side says 50, but either way, it's good enough for the first down. They're going to put it down at midfield. 24-12 our score. The Rams leading here. 6 plays to get 24 yards on this drive so far for Lakeside. So they have the ball right at midfield. 9 minutes, 10 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. 2 receivers to each side. Hermosillo. High snap. He's going to roll to his left. Here comes the blitz. They're going to throw it, and it's going to be a high throw, but a nice catch there by Purifoy, who's finally driven out of bounds. Carries 2 Cyclones with him. He gets inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. He willed himself to that first down. And they're just very powerful there. Purifoy showing his power to pick up the first down and some extra yards as he gets to the 37-yard line. 13 yards on the play. And now let's see, 5 catches, 94 yards for Purifoy. He's nearing the 100-yard mark. No receiver had 100 yards last week. Kyler Wolf got close with 93. Purifoy only had a couple catches last week, but 5 catches tonight, including a touchdown. 6'4", 215 for the senior. First down for Lakeside. 8:26 left. Hermosillo rolling to his right, being chased. He's going to throw on the move, and it's going to be incomplete. Boy, he's got a good arm. I mean, he threw that one on the move, and he threw it only where his guy could catch it.
Getting back to this Purifoy catch, they pulled that play off just about 5 times tonight, where a receiver like Ballard will go down and clear out everybody. Purifoy just follows him and stops in the flat, and they hit him. And we don't have a defender around him.
That's only his 5th incompletion of the night. 9 of 14 for 224 yards. 2nd down and 10 coming for the Rams. 8:21 left to play here in the 3rd. Russell trailing by 12. Need a stop here. They're going to shift quite a few people around. And they're going to hand it off to the running back, running left side, short side of the field. He'll cut it back up inside the 35 to about the 32-yard line. That's Britton Diaz, listed as their backup tailback, but that's his first carry tonight. And he'll get down to the 32-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup.
Number 27, Barmel was on a tackle, very good tackle, open field tackle.
This will bring up 3rd and 5. Remember, they had the incompletion on first down. 5 yards on that carry right there. Under 8 minutes to go. being very methodical on this drive. Again, shifting around. This time the running back is Matthews to the right of Hermosillo. He'll get the carry to the short side of the field. He's got the 30. He's got the first down slung out of bounds. I think he got it. Another helmet comes off for Russell. I think that's the fourth one tonight. It is a first down as he gets down to the 26-yard line. Matthews on the carry there. So another first down for Lakeside. They're catching us in that department. That's their 12th. We have 17. But Russellville has not had their offense on the field here to start this, or in this second half. Russellville trailing 24-12, 7:25 left here in the third. Hermosillo out of the shotgun with Matthews to his right. Long side of the field is the right. He's going to throw over there on the screen pass, complete at the 30, 25. Breaks a tackle there at the 23, gets to the 20. And that's Kyler Wolf on the catch. And let's see, going to put down the 20, so a 6 yards on the pickup, bringing up a second down and 4. They get to the red zone here. Russell needs a stop. How about a turnover? They got a really good field goal kicker, so we need the football. 6:41 left here in the third. Hermosillo backing up, getting snap. He's going to hand off to Matthews, trying the right side, and he got back to the line of scrimmage, and that was it. It'll bring up third down and 4 coming for the Lakeside Rams.
Good push by the defense.
Matthews now 4 carries for 9 yards.
No gain on the play.
223 yards of offense for the Rams. They started this drive 12 plays ago. They gained 54 yards. They started from their own 26. And they have eaten up half this quarter. It's the longest drive they've had plays-wise and time-wise. Hermosillo back to pass. Here comes a delay blitz. He's going to throw for the corner of the end zone, and it's going to be intercepted by the Cyclones in the end zone. And it is. It's going to be picked off by the Cyclones, and exactly what we needed. That's D.A. Reed with his first interception of his career.
That's a great, great play. We needed that.
D.A. Reed with the interception. Russell's defense bent, but they did not break. That's all that matters. You don't want to give up any more points, and all that, the 6-minute drive, the 13 play drive, all that matters is they didn't score. So Russellville on offense now, trying to get something back. Counter play here to Tracy. He weaves his way across the 25, 30, 35, trying to bounce to the outside. He's in midfield. It's going to be a foot race. He's at the 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Cruises into the end zone for the touchdown. But wait, we have a flag back at the 32-yard line.
Oh, man.
And now the official that threw the flag also throws his hat, which means a second penalty. This may be 2 penalties against the Cyclones. Tracy Daniels goes 80 yards on a counter play.
Well, now he's pointing toward Lakeside. Yeah.
All right, an 80-yard touchdown run. It's going to stand. The Cyclones celebrating. Messed up my touchdown call. How about that? I'm going to have to cut that short.
See what this penalty
or
is.
reenact it. Holding against Lakeside.
Yeah.
The touchdown is good. And then dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct, also against Lakeside. That's going to be assessed on the kickoff. So an 80-yard touchdown run for Tracy Daniels. It almost doubles his total. He's got 168 now. 80 yards on the counter play, and that's how you answer. And Russellville cut that 12-point lead down to 6. Cyclones look like they're going to try the extra point. They were trying to figure out if they're going to go for 2 or not. And Coach Wheeler, this is smart because, look, his team's kind of discombobulated a little bit. He's gone out to talk to the officials. I think he's just saying, making sure, can this be half the distance to the goal here so you can get a 2-point play, or do we assess it on the kickoff? And so when the official has already thrown his flag, if there's a second foul, he'll throw his hat. And that's what he's asking right now. He says, can this be half the distance here? And they're going to say, no, it's got to be on the kickoff. So they're going to signal it again. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct against Lakeside, and it'll be assessed on the kickoff. All right. I think they might have the option. They could take half the distance to the goal and make a 2-point play that's 1.5 yards instead of 3 yards. And that would cut the lead down to 4. So, but when you're down by 6, 4 and 5 points doesn't matter at the time. You got a little chart the coaches do that tells you when to go for 2. Russell's going to kick the extra point here, attempt it, trailing 24-18. How about that? One play drive, 80 yards. The kick is definitely long enough, and it's good. 24-19. Cyclones cut in the lead. They trail by 5. We'll take a break. This is Cyclone football on the EAB Sports Network.
Best life begins with your healthiest life. At Baptist Health, you'll find the comprehensive care you need for every person in your family. From pediatrics to primary care to women's health, we're equipped to partner with you in every phase of your wellness journey. You'll also find Baptist Health locations and clinics across the state, ensuring we're always there for you, when and where you need us. Learn more about the state's most trusted name in healthcare, locate a clinic, find a provider, and more at baptist-health.com.
Welcome back to the Alathus Realty broadcast booth. Alathus Realty, buying or selling your home has never been easier. Call our friends at Alathus Realty today. How about this for a drive? Cyclones, after the interception by D.A. Reed in the end zone, 80 yards, one play, 15 seconds. Tracy Daniels, an 80-yard touchdown run, gets the score, his first touchdown of the game, the 31st of his career. And the extra point by Kircher Herring was good. The Cyclones trail at 24-19, but you got to be feeling good about yourselves here now, because both penalties get the. If you're not watching, I'm going to explain to you. Both penalties are assessed on the kickoff. The Cyclones are going to kick off from the 30-yard line.
Two penalties will have Russell will kick off from Lakeside's 30.
And Kircher Herring's going to kick off from the 30. Not his 30, the opponent's 30. He could make a field goal from here. He's going to pooch kick it. Why not onside kick? It's going to be covered at the 20-yard line. Why not? That's what I was waiting on. I don't want to jinx it or anything, but, yeah, let's kick it off here.
And Russellville had the personnel right there in case he fumbled it or it hit the ground. Now we need another turnover.
Red setup shot, first down and 10 from their own 20.
Lakeside been penalized 8 times for 80 yards tonight. They're going to start this drive at their own 20. 5:34 left here in the third quarter. Russellville trailing by 5. Hermosillo, plenty of time, throwing across the middle, in and out of the hands, incomplete. And it's funny, had Darian Thomas been lazy, he would have had an interception, but he was playing the man, Ben Vincent, who dropped it. And that would have been a tough catch, but I think Lakeside fans might say Vincent should have caught that one. Mm-hmm. He dropped one that was in his hands earlier. That was a tough catch there because Hermosillo put some mustard on it there. Second down at 10. Clock stopped. 5:29 left here in the third. 2 receivers to each side. Short side of the field's the left side for the quarterback, Hermosillo. He's looking left. He's going to throw one for the sideline. It's up for grabs, and Russell's going to come down with the interception. Did he stay in bounds? No. He did not stay in bounds. Bo Mosley is the one that caught it, but couldn't get 1 foot in bounds as he was running towards the Lakeside sideline. And that was definitely up for grabs, but he overshot his receiver just a little bit. Usually one up for grabs, they had to put the brakes on and come back to it. Third down at 10. Same formation. Russellville creeping up. Mekhi Foster playing the slot receiver, number 84, Ben Vincent. Let's see if he's coming with the blitz or if he's guarding the man. Standing up now is Solis. Here they come. Hermosillo, he's running out of the pocket, and he's going to be sacked, hit back at the 15 and driven backwards. The first sack of the game for the Cyclones. Back at the 12, and Hermosillo's a little slow to get up.
And that was number 4, Brown, that was on top of him with a couple other Cyclones there that couldn't get their number.
He came from the outside, and it's driven back to the 14-yard line. A loss of 6 on the play, and it looks like they're going to have to punt. And this may be their first punt of the game. I don't think either team's punted. Cyclone defense coming up strong when they needed to. The interception by D.A. Reed in the end zone leading to a touchdown. Now the sack and the 3 and out. Oban, their fullback and linebacker, is their punter. This one goes off the side of his foot. Terrible punt, but he's going to get a roll, but not very far. It's going to die at the 37-yard line. a punt of 23 yards. And the penalty marker is down, is what I heard him say, but I haven't seen it. It's at the 23-yard line. Oh, don't let this be a personal foul. It wouldn't give him a first down, but it let him have a 4th and 1. I'm sure they'd at least want to punt it again. That punt goes off the end of his foot. It was a low, wobbly kick, and actually hit inside the 30. He did get a bounce, but a 23-yard punt. We're waiting to see what the penalty's on. They put the ball down at the 37-yard line. Waiting to see, and now another official comes running up. This has been the oddest game.
Russellville's offense is on the field.
Yeah, 4:32 left, but we're waiting the official call. Okay, we had 3 touchdowns called back last week, one by an inadvertent whistle, and they're going to pick up and wave off the flag. Yeah. I don't know what they thought they saw, but wave it off. So a 23-yard punt. Russell's got fantastic field position at the 37-yard line of Lakeside, trailing by 5, 24-19. 4:32 left to play here in the third. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. The 1 to the right for the Cyclones is number 3, Kyron Clendenin. And they're switching out footballs because you get to play offense with your own football. Tracy Daniels, last time he touched the ball, went 80 yards for a touchdown. He's to the left of Luke Jones.
The officials were letting them go ahead and snap the ball, but the white hat was talking to the coach.
He's talking to the coach, explaining that I'm sure the why the flag was picked up. They picked up and waved off the flag. Yeah, the man in the white hat can't let him snap. Or they can't let him snap because the man in the white hat's got to be behind the offense. And now he retreats to midfield, back where he's supposed to be. Luke Jones with Daniels to his left. 2 receivers to his left. That's Foster and Warnock Howell. They're going to roll to his left. He's tucking and run. He's inside the 35. At the 30, he takes a lick and he plows forward, very close to a first down. We'll have to wait on the spot. Waiting on the spot. They're going to say second down, so they gave him 9 yards on the play. Luke Jones now 6 carries for 55 yards in the game. Short side of the field's the left side on 2nd and 1. Gives to Tracy, slips through. He's got the first down inside the 25, stumbling forward to the 22-yard line. And put it down, and quickly Russell would want to go real fast. They're at 21 here after the 7-yard pickup. Quick snap here. Here's Tracy Daniels, tries left side. He'll get into the red zone, slung down at the 19, 18-yard line, pickup of 3. Clock rolling here, 3:44 left in the third quarter. Russell trailing 24-19. Have not led in this game, but they're knocking on the door, getting in the red zone, looking at 2nd down and 7. Daniels now 178 yards on 22 carries. This time he's to the right of Luke Jones. They'll give it to him. No, Jones is going to pull it, call his own number, bouncing it out right side. He slips inside the 15, very close to a first down. I think he's going to be about a half-yard shy here.
Boy, he plastered that middle linebacker for Lakeside, put him on his back.
3rd and 1, ball's near the middle of the field. Daniels gets the call here, straight forward, dives forward for the 10, and I think he's got the first down there.
Yeah, they're giving it to him.
Now the question becomes, can Russell get a first down? How close was he to the 10? They give him at the 10, so Russell cannot get a first down. So it's 1st and goal for the Cyclones. Under 3 minutes to play here in the third. Russell trailing by 5, looking for their first lead. Here's Ladarius Prince getting the handoff. He'll get a yard to the 9. And flags fly. And this is going to be a late hit on Lakeside. It was number 41 who had blocked his man, Brady Sauerbutts. This is only his 2nd year to play football, and after the play was over, his man was on the ground. It was it Solis or no? Yeah, it was Tristan Wisnant. He pushed him to the ground again as he was trying to get up after the play. So after the play, we'll get a half the distance penalty. I mean, normally it'd be a 15-yarder, but 3 flags came out on that. He's one of their better defensive players, and this is only his 2nd year to play football. And it's going to be half the distance. So it'll be 2nd and goal. No, still 1st and goal. after the play.
Number 41 has been ejected from the game.
And they ejected him from the game. That's what the talk was. They ejected Sauerbutts from the game. And I'll tell you, his teammates were upset at him when it happened. So Lease, the running back, he's going to lead block for Luke Jones, who plows into the end zone for the touchdown. And the Cyclones have their first lead of the game, 25-24. Armando Solis was the lead blocker who's in there at running back. He led the way for Luke Jones, who gets the score. And Rossville, 12 points down at the half, have come out with 13 points here. And they're going to go for 2 because an extra point here, still a field goal can beat you. You're going to go for 2 here. Daniels back in at running back here. Jones at quarterback. High snap, fakes one way, goes back the other way, and nowhere close. I think he got back to the line of scrimmage. Russell's failed on 2 two-point conversions. But they get the touchdown. They take the lead. We'll take a break. 2:30 left to play here in the third quarter. Cyclones 25, Rams 24. This is Cyclone football on the EAB Sports Network.
Legendary coach Paul Bear Bryant from Fordyce, Arkansas once said, "It's not the will to win that matters. Everyone has that. It's the will to prepare to win that matters." Congratulations to all the players and coaches who have put in the hours in the summer, in the weight room, in the film room, and on the practice field. I'm Congressman Bruce Westerman, and I approve this message because high school athletics prepares for victories on and off the field.
Paid for by Westerman for Congress.
KCJC, Dardanelle, Russellville.
You guys play the best country of all.
River Country, KCJC.
Welcome back to the Oasis Realty broadcast booth. The Cyclones taking the lead on that drive. They go 37 yards in 7 plays. Remember, it was the really short punt off the end of the foot of the punter, 23-yard punt. So Russellville had a short field. Luke Jones carrying it in from 4 yards out to cap that drive off. Just took him 2 minutes and 2 seconds. Luke Jones with the touchdown run, his first one tonight. They tried for 2, didn't get it, but they still have the lead 25-24. And here with 2:30 left to play here in the third. Glad you're joining us here on Cyclone Booth YouTube page. We're also on FM 102.3. Kircher Herring will kick this one. It's a line drive. It's going to hit the 24. It skips past the return man. It's a live ball picked up at the 4-yard line. This is Purifoy. He's running left side across the 15, the 20, and drugged from behind to the 25, 27-yard line. Come on, guys, don't lose your poise.
Yeah.
Because remember, they had their guy ejected from the game. No retaliation. Let's keep it going. And said Purifoy. I think that was Ryan Ballard actually that had that return there. It could have been disastrous for the Rams. He picked it up at the 4, but he returned it 23 yards to the 27. So, but yeah, whether he touched it or not, it didn't matter. That's a live ball on a kickoff.
That man Purifoy is back in.
Russellville had their first 3 and out. The defense did pitch the first 3 and out the last series. The series before that, it was an interception by D.A. Reed that sparked the 2 touchdowns for the Cyclones here. This is going to be Owen. No, it's going to be Matthews running wide. And Russellville just kept stringing it out, and didn't give up much ground. Just a couple yards there to the 29. And that's what you do. If you can't make the tackle, you push him further outside if you can. Have him run out of real estate. There's a Cyclone player down. There was a big pileup down there. And the Cyclone player down close to us, but he's right on the sidelines of Lakeside. And their training staff is immediately on the spot, and it looks like a cramp because whoever it is has his leg straight up in the air, pushing his heel forward, and that usually means cramp. We saw a lot of that last week. Not as hot as it was last week, but it's still hot enough. Humidity is the way it is. And I think that's Wisnat.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to keep it right here as we don't know how long it's going to be, even though he is on the other sideline. Once again, tell you over on the radio side, 102.3, we'll have the scoreboard show coming up. It actually runs 10 till midnight. We may be joining it progress because we're still near the end of the third quarter. Scores across our area, all across the state. Hector leading Quitman at halftime, 28-14. In the fourth quarter, Pottsville ahead of Dardanelle, 19-13. And I'll tell you, I'm still kind of surprised at that Little Rock Christian game where Shiloh Christian was ahead. Mountain Homes extend their lead against Harrison. I know it's not a conference game, but those two towns don't like each other, Harrison and Mountain Home, and every sport they have is a rivalry, and Mountain Home leading Harrison in the fourth quarter 37-17. Greenbriers opened it up in the third quarter, leading Greenbrier 27-6. Lake Hamilton trying to bounce back. They lead Jonesboro 21-7 after being beaten 49-42 last week by this Lakeside team. Conway Bentonville, big game in 7A in the third quarter. The Bruce James era at Conway, they lead Bentonville 28-24. It's Conway's first game. Bentonville, they beat, I think they beat Broken Arrow last week. Wisnet's back up, walking to the other side, so that's why the delay. We're back after that. Second down and 8 after the 2-yard carry by Landon Matthews for Lakeside. They rush up to the line of scrimmage. Hermosillo hasn't been the big playmaker so far in this third quarter like he was the first quarter. That'd be hard to repeat. He's going to give it off to Matthews, weaving his way right side. Boy, he is tattooed at the 32-yard line.
And I believe that was Sims, number
Tristan
26.
Sims. And Matthews is looking for the license plate on that truck that just hit him. And I was just making sure he ran back to the huddle and not to the defensive huddle. Well, but to his credit, he popped back up. And a third down and 4 coming. Defensive calls going on. I'm looking at the secondary. They're changing their coverage a little bit on 3rd and 4, nearing 90 seconds left here in the third quarter. Hermosillo rolling out to his right, throwing completed pass at the 40, making a nice move, and he's down to the middle of the field, and he's going to go the distance for the touchdown. All the way for the score, and they'll score. And you got to watch that. He's trash talking a little bit. That could be called back, but I'm looking, and no flags. And that big long pass play goes to Kyler Wolf. He was talking just a little bit as he was running down the sideline. And I have seen it where a touchdown's being called back even on a breakaway, but that one goes 67 yards for the score, and Lakeside back up on top 30-25. And the sheet says go for 2 here, and let's see if they do that here. Because you're up by 5, a 2-point play will put you up by 7, and they are going to keep their offense on the field. So hold right here, 1:18 left to play here in the third. Well, there's a little bit of jawing going on. I mean, they had a late hit with a player ejected here in this third quarter. And so you know there's some jawing going on both sides. They're going to go for 2. Hermosillo with a lone receiver here to the left side. And now Lakeside wants to take a timeout. Play clock was down low on them. They're going to have to spend a timeout. And as a coach, or Lakeside, you hate this. You don't want to spend a timeout on a 2-point play nearing the end of the third quarter. 1:18, though. That's what we have left here in the third. 30-25 is our score. Lakeside with the lead. We'll take a quick break. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Greenway proudly supports the DIYer in you. Whether you're a mover, a shaker, a groundbreaker, a risk taker, a challenge embracer, or a landscape visionary, whatever the task, we've got a John Deere tractor that can help move your project forward. You've got work to do, so let's get started. Reserve yours today in store or at gogreenway.com.
Welcome back. Lakeside with the long touchdown pass of 67 yards. They had to take a timeout, getting ready to go for 2. They lead at 30-25 over the Cyclones. They still have 2 timeouts left. Russellville with all 3. But this is actually beneficial for Russellville because they'd first run on the kicking team, then they ran it back off the quarterback, Hermosillo. He knew that he stayed on to run a 2-point play here. But in doing that, they had wasted a lot of time, and now we'll see what they dial up here with the 2-point play. And then we'll go to another break real quick. Hermosillo checking with the sidelines. Everybody else is ready to go. He's got Matthews to his right. Hermosillo is going to throw a quick slant into the end zone and is incomplete. 2-point play fails, but they do get the touchdown and take the lead back. 1:18 left to play here in the third. We'll take another quick break. It's the Rams 30, the Cyclones 25. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
When it comes to buying or selling a home, there really is a better way. As soon as you start talking with our team at A Better Way Realty in Russellville, you're going to feel the difference. Imagine if you had a great friend in the real estate industry, someone who genuinely cared about you and your family and was passionate about taking care of you. That is the philosophy of everyone who works here at A Better Way Realty. We want your business because we earn it, period. Discover what experience and heart can do with A Better Way Realty. Find us on Facebook and see the difference. A Better Way Realty. Real estate done a better way.
Well, Russellville had scored 13 points to take the lead. It was short-lived. Just a minute and 12 seconds later, clock time. The Rams cash in on a 73-yard drive in 3 plays. Hermosillo hit Kyler Wolf a 67-yard touchdown pass. The 2-point play failed. But the Rams lead it 30-25. A minute 18 left to play here in the third. The Rams will kick off. Russell had gotten back-to-back touchdown drives after an interception by D.A. Reed in the end zone. And Tracy Daniels took it to the house from 80 yards out. Then a 3-and-out, a bad punt by Lakeside. Set up Russell just 37 yards away. They got another touchdown. Here's a high end over end pooch kick. Russell's going to field it. Warnock Howe takes it to 31. He's across the 35-40 where he's upended there for a pickup of 9 yards. Draw some oohs and ahs from the crowd. It's almost like a wrestling move. I mean, it's legal, but he picked him up and took him down to the turf. Howe gets a 9-yard return. Russellville with really good field position, though. They're going to take over at their own 40.
Yeah, and that was a good play by Howe by not calling a fair catch. Giving Russellville a little bit more yardage.
They give him 10 yards because they can give him the 41-yard line. There's Jones on first down, and the play is going to be blown dead before it happens. And the official way back in the back is going to call illegal substitution, I think.
Yeah, number Purefoy.
Yeah, you're not allowed to play to see what happens. They had 12 guys on the field for Lakeside. There's a lot of plays like that that's a dead ball immediately that in college and pro you can play it and take the result of the play. 1st and 5 for the Cyclones at the 46-yard line. High snap, give off to Tracy Daniels, weaving his way left side. He lowers his head, and he'll plow forward to get the first down. I'm going to call it, but it's close where they put him down. So it's not official first down yet. I think he got it.
Nah, they're making it a little bit short, according to the official. Man, I'd have to have a measurement on this.
Yeah, it's really close. I mean, what's bad, if you're looking at it right here, we're going to have to call that the 50-yard line, and it is so close to the 49. Well, the sticks haven't moved. The down marker, okay, now they say it's second down, and about a half yard, let's say. Daniel's going to get it. No, Jones going to keep it, and he almost stumbled in the backfield, keeps his feet, he has the first down and more inside the 45 to the 43.
On that previous play, the official was behind the play. I don't see how he could tell where Tracy went down.
6 yards on the pickup, first down for the Cyclones. That's sponsored by A Better Way Realty. Here on first down for Russellville. On the move. Jones back to pass, throwing left. It's complete inside the 40. Caden Rose, I think that is.
Yes.
Stays in bounds. He'll get inside the 40 to about the 37. Pickup of 7 yards or so on the play. Kind of tough to see. We have to wait and see when they bring it back. We're really low. It's nice because we can see the numbers real easily, but we're really low and tough to see where they're spotting the ball once on the far side. Russell going quickly here on second down and 3. Tracy Daniels going to carry it on the sweep. He's got the first down and more inside the 30. He breaks a tackle running backwards to go forwards. They're inside the 25. First down for Mr. Daniels and the Cyclones.
You have to think that Lakeside defense is getting a little tired.
Yeah, Russellville 425 yards of offense, 276 on the ground. And Daniels stiff arms a man and puts his foot on the ground, almost slipped, kept his hand on the ground to keep going forward, and with that run, a pickup of 5 yards, he's over the 200-yard mark for tonight. And now we have a stoppage of play because it's the end of the third quarter. Russellville trailing by 5 after 3 quarters of play, but they're on the move. We'll take a break. 1 more quarter to play. It's the Rams 30, the Cyclones 25. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Johnny Story in with a thought from Alathus Realty. With years of experience, knowledge, and a network of relationships, they ensure you'll get the most for your house. So when it comes time to put that property on the market or begin looking for that next dream home you have, don't delay. Call Brent Preddy and the professionals at Alathus Realty Russellville, 968-5668, or check them out, russellvilleliving.com.
Mr. Brake and Lube wants you to know when it comes to your engine, not all motor oils are created equal. That's why they only offer name brand motor oils that you can trust, like Pennzoil, Castrol, Mobil One, and more. So don't pay top dollar for cheap generics. Mr. Brake and Lube can work your vehicle pretty much bumper to bumper, plus complete auto glass service. So call 219-5438 or visit 1415 East Main Street. Mr. Brake and Lube, your one-stop maintenance shop.
Welcome back. As we start the fourth quarter, the Cyclones have it at the 20-yard line of Lakeside. 2nd down and 5 after the 5-yard pickup by Tracy Daniels. He's going to be replaced by Ladarius Prince. They're going to fake to him, and Jones is going to carry it here on the 2nd down play. Pick up a yard, maybe 2 to the 18 as Russell gets into the red zone.
Number 24, Brady Arnold.
Good blocking by that offensive line, pushing that defense back.
Yeah, and so Tracy comes out. He's got the 60 seconds in between the third and fourth quarter, gets an extra play, a rest. So smart play there by the coaches. Jones now, he's inching closer to 100 yards rushing. He's got 72 on 10 carries. Russell trailing by 5, early fourth quarter. 3rd down. Daniels going to keep it, sweep to the short side of the field. He stops and goes forward. It's going to be close. I don't think he got it. You could see, you talked about on the way down here him being patient. He was patient there, but just ran out of real estate. And I think it's going to be just officially pickup of a yard maybe. And it's going to be a holding penalty against the Cyclones, so we'll erase all that.
Penalty marker was down on the play.
Russell had not been penalized very much, just 4 times for 59 yards, but this one's going to go against Russellville. Put us back 10 yards. It'll be 3rd and 13. Make that 11 yards, they say, because it happened 1 yard behind the line of scrimmage. So Russellville now 5 penalties. That's half of what the Rams had. The Rams had a guy ejected, too, in the third quarter, their best safety. 3rd and 13. Russellville will be thinking 4-down territory here if they can pick up half of this. Jones looking left, nothing doing, and he's going to be swallowed back up at the 35-yard line. That's the one thing you couldn't have happen because it knocks you out of field goal range.
I think that's the first time he's been sacked this season, last game and this one.
Loss of 6. See, right here it would be a 52-yard field goal. So you're hoping for half of it and to at least to maybe go for it on 4th down or maybe attempt a field goal. But now with 4th and 20, you got to play field position and kick the ball away. So Russell's going to punt the football, or at least line up to do it. D.A. Reed, he can pooch kick it. So they're going to ask him to do just that on 4th and 20 from the 35-yard line. They're playing punt safe. They got nobody back. This one's going to be a wobbly kick. It's going to hit at the 5. Take a Russell bounce. Can we chase it down? No. It hit at the 5, hit at the 1, and then goes into the end zone. So it'll be a touchback. So the Rams defense does their job, but mainly because Russell shot themselves in the foot a little bit with the holding penalty. They would have had a 4th down play, but a 4th and, let's say, 3 or so instead of a 3rd and 14. So the Rams will take over at their own 20. Russell needs a stop. They trail by 5, 30-25, 10-22 left to play here in the ball game. Got to have a stop. Can't go down 2 scores. Russell trailed 24-12 at the half. Came back with 13 points in the third quarter to take a 1-point lead. Less than 2 minutes, they got the lead back. Here's a busted play. Matthews has it running left side and nothing doing, but he stays on his feet. Ball's on the turf. Ball's on the turf, and Russellville saying they have it, and I believe they do.
They do. That's the turnover we needed.
Coming up with it for the Cyclones is Aiden Terry.
Yep.
It was a busted play, too, and I don't know. We're on the home side. I don't think they realized what happened.
The runner just kept turning and turning and turning, and Cyclones just knocked the ball loose from him.
And the Cyclones come up with a turnover on their end at the 18-yard line. Put the offense back on the field. Here's the give. Tracy Daniels leaning forward near the 10-yard line.
Very powerful run by Daniels. Uh-oh.
You say, uh-oh, I didn't see what happened.
Daniels is down.
Okay.
Might be a cramp.
Yeah, because he kind of rolled over on his back and flipped his legs up in the air with 9:58 left. Yeah, I didn't see it, but we were kind of shielding it. Our team was, not on purpose, but they've stopped play here. 8 yards on the pickup for Tracy. He's got 211 yards on 28 carries, and they're going to tend to him. We're going to take a quick break. 9:58 left to play in the ball game. The Cyclones trailing 30-25. This is Cyclone football on the EAB Sports Network.
Today, Americans are more afraid of health care bills than the sickness causing them. Sadly, unaffordable premiums and deductibles leave many feeling insecure, confused, and afraid. Hi, this is Becky with HealthPlanLady.com, and no matter if you're self-employed, individuals, or families, you will be happy when you reduce your premiums. Have no copays and get a check after going to the doctor. Call or text now, 479-886-2475. That's 479-886-2475. HealthPlanLady.com. I'll treat you better.
They're still tending to Tracy Daniels. He is down. 9:58 left to go in the ballgame after the 8-yard pickup, and due to the cramp. And now, as we said that, he's up walking off. And those cramps can hurt, but usually that happens. You get up, you treat a little bit. I'll give you some scores that we see. Shiloh Christian's really opened it up against Little Rock Christian, number one team in 6A. Maybe not after tonight. Shiloh Christian leads it in the fourth, 37-16. Conway leading Bentonville, 35-24. And Lake Hamilton still leading Jonesboro 21-7. Our score here, 30-25. Cyclones trailing, but knocking on the door. Second and 2 from the 10-yard line. Ladarius Prince gets forward, maybe a yard. Ladarius Prince with the carry, his third one tonight for 9 yards, and they do give him the 9-yard line, so it's going to be third down and about a yard and a half. Prince staying in there. He's to the left of Luke Jones. Guzman, the S-back, also on the left side. Going to move over to the right side. He comes in motion. Jones going to give it off to Prince. And he takes a lick but spins away from it. He's got the first down inside the 10 to the 7. How about that for the sophomore?
Yeah, good blocking and good running by the sophomore, Prince.
Yeah, they stuck a shoulder pad in his gut. Didn't bother him. Gets to the 7-yard line, first and goal for the Cyclones. Russell trailing by 5, but knocking on the door, nearing the 9-minute mark. Here, Tracy Daniels is back. And it's a check with me. Guzman's in there. Abel Abington will move over to the right side along with Warnock Howell. Clendenin over on the left side. Now here's the snap on first and goal. Give to Tracy Daniels. He cuts it back up towards the middle, and he's into the end zone for the Cyclone touchdown. Second touchdown tonight for Tracy Daniels, 218 yards, and the Cyclones have just taken the 1-point lead again, 31-30 with 8:47 left, and they're going to, again, stay on the field for the 2-point conversion. And this is big because, Lakeside's got a really good field goal kicker. This would put you up by 3. Tracy Daniels is going to stay in. And the Wildcat package, and he's going to roll to his right, following a lead blocker, and ripped away from a tackle and leans into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. And the Cyclones lead at 33-30, but a false start coming against Russellville. They just had a penalty on the Cyclones, false start. And so we'll have to redo it again.
Well, that was really nice. Late flag.
I never saw the flag, so I don't know if it was late or not, but they're going to put it back at the 7-yard line. And so now Luke Jones will come in, and we may be throwing the football here, maybe a screen pass, don't know. Play action pass, going to throw for the corner of the end zone, too tall over everybody. And he's going for Harrison, and Harrison thought he had a lot more room over there, but not that much room. The pass flies over his head, so Russellville fails on the 2-point attempt. However, they do take the lead, 31-30 with 8:47 left. We'll take a quick break. This is Cyclone football on the EAB Sports Network.
player on the football team has an important job so the team can reach its goal and success. Join our team at Lexicon right now and we'll help you reach your goals and success. Lexicon offers free on-the-job training through our own Lexicon University. We also offer competitive pay, a great healthcare plan, paid vacation, a sweet 401k plan, and more. Find out more at lexicon-inc.com/football.
And Mr. Brady and Mr. Scott, they've both tried to rename Tracy Daniels with his initials TD. I think that's a good name. Tracy Daniels with the touchdown from 7 yards out gives the Cyclones a 31-30 lead. 2-point play failed. Remember, we had the penalty there, but 18 yards in 4 plays after the fumble. The defense creating chances for the Cyclones. 2 turnovers here in the second half, an interception, and then that fumble recovery. That fumble recovery by Aiden Terry. And Russell's offense has responded, turning both those turnovers into touchdowns. That drive took 1 minute, 21 seconds. 8:47 left to play in the game. Russell clinging to a 1-point lead.
Again, I have to say that Lakeside defense has to be tired. All they're seeing is Daniels, Prince, and Luke running the ball at them.
There's Kircher Herring with the kickoff. This one will roll past the initial line. It's touched by a Lakeside defender and goes out of bounds, or a Lakeside receiver and goes out of bounds. I think if he doesn't touch it, it may still go out. So they're going to get the ball there inside the 30 at the 26-yard line. But again, you can't fault them for that because that's a live ball. If you make the wrong decision and it doesn't go out of bounds, the other team can recover it. So they'll have the ball at the 26. Russell had the lead once earlier in this half by 1, and with 1 minute, 20 seconds, it was gone. So we'll see how this one goes.
Ballard was coming out, but he's decided to stay. So you're going to have your eye on him.
Got to be careful there because you can't break the huddle with 12 guys, but they do get him out in time. Play clock's down to 8 seconds on 1st and 10. Hermosillo being chased. He's going to roll out of the pocket the right side. Throwing his complete pass to Ballard. Shakes a tackler at the 37 towards the 40. 45 upended there right at midfield down at the 49-yard line. But a big play there by Kyler Wolf. I said Ballard, but it was Kyler Wolf on the play. And get down to the 49, a pickup of 23 yards. That's 320 yards passing tonight for Hermosillo. He had 307 last week, 320 tonight. Goes over the 300 mark with that pass play, and Wolf is well over 100 yards receiving. 5 catches, 154 yards. He almost had 100 last week, 93 yards. And they've done this where they've shifted 2 guys in front and the running back and back. They do this here on 1st down. Oldman's going to get the carry to the short side of the field. Not a lot of running room, but he will get a yard or 2 as he sticks his nose into Cyclone territory across midfield. It's Cyclone territory, but officially called the 50 because not quite the 49-yard line. Oldman now 10 carries for negative 10 yards.
Yeah, Matthews has been, what few yards he has, he's been their main ball carrier tonight.
I think they've telegraphed a lot when Oldman's been about to carry the football, so that's why he's had rough going. 2nd down and long. Hermosillo with 3 receivers to his left. He's going to roll that way on 2nd and long. Here comes Aiden Terry to apply pressure. He'll roll back to his right. He's going to heave it. It's a jump ball. And Caden Rose is going to come down with it. Did he stay in? No. The official right there on the sideline said he was out of bounds. Caden Rose jumped up. He was trying to drag that foot, but he just couldn't do it.
Yeah, the official wasn't even down there. He was 20 yards from the play, but he called it anyway.
Well, they were trying to go on that side there to number 12, Luke Rusby, who has not even been targeted tonight. But it was a busted play almost because it was a design rollout to the left, and Wisnat and Terry flushed him back to the right. 3rd down and long at midfield. Russell leading 31-30, 7:15 left. Another design rollout to the left. Solis is applying pressure. They'll avoid him. Roll back to the right, throwing on the move. It's going to be complete. Did he get it? And he did catch it, and that's enough for the 1st down inside the Cyclone 40 to the 38. Oh, my goodness. I tell you, you think you got the guy wrapped up, and he sheds an arm tackle and picks up the play, or picks up enough for the yardage to the 39-yard line. This guy's fun to watch, but not tonight, not while we're facing him.
Well, we need to pick off one of those dying quail as it comes down.
Yeah, that one was definitely not a dying quail.
No.
And he threw it low, too. Smart play where it's not going to be tipped up in the air. So they get the first down. That's their 15th first down of the game. They have the ball at the Cyclone 39-yard line. Oman will carry, weaving his way to the right side, and he'll get to the 35-yard line. I tell you, they are playing to the whistle and up sometimes just a little bit past the whistle. They have not backed down.
A 3-yard gain brings up second down and 7.
And let's see where they put it down. They're going to give them the 34-yard line, so second down and 5.
You give me 4 yards, second down and 6.
6 minutes, 8 seconds left to play in the ball game. Cyclones lead it by a point. Trailed by 12 at the half. Oman still the running back, but Hermosillo looking left side. He's going to throw it on the slant play. It's knocked down. It's going to be flags flies. It's pass interference against us. An incomplete pass, but this is going to be on the Cyclones.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious. We grabbed the receiver. Just a little slant pattern toward the middle. And
they blocked it with his right hand on the inside move, but apparently might have had a hold of him on the with his left arm. They're going to put it down, let's see, at the 24-yard line, 10 yards, and it does give them a first. It's not an automatic first down, but it does give them the first down. We're watching the clock here. Russell has all 3 timeouts. Not that they want to use it now, but just in case, because they score here because they're well within field goal range here, and Russell just a 1-point lead. They've already hit 1. They said he has a leg for 40-plus. Even if we stop him here, it'd be a 41-yarder, but 1st and 10 for the Rams. Oman carrying short side of the field, the right side, and he's going to be upended there at the 23-yard line. Pickup of 1 on the play.
That's Foster that brought him down. Hit him up around the ankles.
5:20
down around the ankles.
5:23 left as they put it down at the 23. Second down and 9 coming. Lakeside with 2 timeouts. Remember, they used 1 on their 2-point conversion attempt. But they're taking their time here. They want to score and not leave very much time for Russellville. That's why you can't let them keep getting first downs, because this is almost automatic field goal range. Play clock's down to 10 as they're breaking the huddle right now. 2 receivers to the right, short side of the field, 1 to the left. Russell creeps up, play man on man, but Oman's going to get the carry, and he's hit hard behind the line of scrimmage. They may give him the line of scrimmage, but not much more. He took a lick there. Aiden Terry with the lick, and it's 3rd down and long coming. 4:38 left. Clock continues to roll. How in the world they give him a yard on that play, I'll never know. Third down and 8. 2 receivers to the left this time. And the right. Right is short side of the field. The ball's on the right hash mark. 4 minutes, 18 seconds left to play here in the ball game. Russell leading 31-30 over Lakeside. Back to pass, Hermosillo looking left. He's going to throw one up for grabs to the corner of the end zone, and it's going to be a complete touchdown. They go on that far side to Skylar Purifoy, and he comes down with it for the touchdown. But I tell you, if they're going to score, that's how you want them to do it. Leave us 4 minutes and 9 seconds left. You don't want them to milk it down and score in the last minute. They take a 5-point lead. They're going to go for 2 to try to make it a 7-point lead. Skylar Purifoy, 116 yards receiving, now 2 touchdowns. They have 2 receivers that's gone over 100 yards. And now Hermosillo, 353 yards passing, 4 touchdowns. He had 3 last week through the air. That's 7 for this season. On the 2-point play, Hermosillo, play action, looking right, nothing there, being flushed out of the pocket, throwing on his back foot, just throwing this one up for grabs, and Russell's going to come down with it. Doesn't matter if it's an interception or not. It's not counted as an interception on a 2-point play. Russellville stops the 2-point play, but they trail 36-31 with 4:09 left. We'll take a break. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
ABC Children's Academy is currently enrolling with 14 locations. Academy on 4th Street in Russellville to apply in person or call 567-5650. ABC Children, changing our world one student at a time.
The Rams go 74 yards in 8 plays. 4 minutes and 38 seconds. Hermosillo hit Skylar Purifoy for a 22-yard touchdown pass. The 2-point play failed. They lead the Cyclones 36-31. Russellville with 4 minutes, 9 seconds left to go in the game, trailing by 5 here. They do have all 3 timeouts. And that means the running game is in play for Russellville.
Plenty of time.
I'd love to sit here and think about we shouldn't score too quick. I hope we have that discussion. Right now I'm just worried about scoring. Here's the kickoff, a high end over end kick. Harrison's going to field it. He's going to return it to 29, cross the 30, 40, 45. He breaks a tackle down the left sideline, steps out of bounds, and a late hit out of bounds. That's got to be flagged as he was 15 yards away. Wasn't a big hit, but he was well out of bounds, but no flags there. He does return it all the way to Ram territory there. And let's see, they're going to put it down at the 48-yard line. So a big return there by Harrison of 23 yards. Good job, Peyton Harrison. And Russellville is in business at the 48-yard line. Now they're going to move the football out. You get to play with your own offense. You get to offense and kick your own football. Jones going to turn and hand off to Tracy Daniels, trying left side. He's at the 45-40. Sheds a tackler there. He's down the left sideline. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Into the end zone for the touchdown. Touchdown Cyclones, 48 yards by Tracy Daniels. And Russellville, just like that, is taking the lead once again.
Uh-oh, flag, got caught for holding. Wouldn't you know it?
Russellville called for holding. I got to tell you something. Tracy Daniels, he's either slightly injured or he was slowing up because he was thinking, I don't want to score on this play. I want to milk some clock. If Russellville scores on this drive, even with the penalty, this penalty has actually played into our hands. Like, look, I don't like giving the penalty up. And it was 10 yards down the field when it happened. So Tracy Daniels actually gets credit for 10 yards. And then it moves back. It's not 1st and 20. It's 1st and 10. Weird high school rule. It happened 10 yards down the field. So 10 yards carry for Tracy. 10 yard on the penalty. Here's Ladarius Prince on first down, weaving his way into the 45-yard line. Pickup of 3 for Prince. Yeah, if we come back to score, I'm okay with that penalty, but that's a big if. I think Tracy was slowing down because he didn't want to score quickly on that play. I really do.
He's back into the game now.
I don't think he was showboating at all. Okay. Play action pass. Jones back to pass. He's got Foster open deep. Foster just out of his reach. Foster had slipped behind everybody, but they just couldn't make a connection. That stops the clock with 3:16 left and brings up 3rd down and 7. And everybody thought Tracy was getting the ball back, even the Rams, and that left Foster wide open in the middle of the field.
That's a good play.
3rd down and 7 for the Cyclones. Clock is stopped with 3:16 left. Ball on the left hash mark. Tracy Daniels going to keep it. Following his lead block, no. He's tripped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now that penalty looks huge. Tracy Daniels had scored from 48 yards out on the first play, and it was called back due to a holding penalty. Now Russell's looking at 4th down and 7. Clock rolling, under 3 minutes to go. 4th down and 7. Jones back to pass. Russell picks up the blitz. Throwing is complete. Diving catch by Abel Abington, and he's got the 1st down at the 35.
Great catch by Abington.
And he made sure he caught the football. That is all that mattered to him. Smart play. He goes down. They're going to give him the 34. He needed 7. He picked up 11. That's Abel's 2nd catch tonight. And here on 1st down and trying to sweep, dodges a man. Tracy Daniels is going to be tripped up from behind. He was tripped at the 35. I think he got back to the line of scrimmage. Clock rolling, 2:25 left. Field goal does you no good. Russellville trailing by 5 as they put it down at the 33, so a pickup of 1 on the play. Looked like Russell's making a change. No, the offensive lineman coming back on the field. Play clock down to 17, nearing the 2-minute mark. Russellville trailing 36-31. Here comes the blitz. Jones going to keep it himself. He can't get past the blitz. He does get back to the line of scrimmage. Another 3rd down and long coming.
Ran right into the blitz. You had to give him credit. Good call by Lakeside.
It looked like they were coming from the outside. I think he stepped in there. There just was no room in the middle. Minute 45 left. Russell needs another first down. Remember, they still have 3 timeouts, 2 receivers to each side. Hard count, and then a check with me. 1:37 left, 19 seconds on the play clock. Jones going to change the play. Russell trailing by 5 here. Minute 30 left. Clock continues to roll. Jones going to roll out to his right with his eyes downfield. He's got room over there, and he's going to have to throw it away. Had room over there to run. I don't think he had enough to get the first down, but he could have picked up some yardage. They tried to go over there. Howell was over there, so was Abington, and that's going to bring up a 4th down play. Russell's already converted 1 4th down on this drive, a 4th and 7 pass play to Abel Abington. This is going to be 4th down and 9. Clock stopped with 1:19 left. This is your ball game, folks. This will keep it alive for Russell, but they need 9 yards. Jones going to roll to his left. Eyes downfield, stops. He's going to throw the middle of the field, and it's going to be incomplete, but there's flags. They were all over the wide receiver for Russellville as they took down Peyton Harrison, who's very slow to get up. They were beaten on the play. I don't know if that was a bad penalty for the Lakeside Rams because I think Peyton Harrison catches it. He might be strolling into the end zone. That's not an automatic first down. However, it's a 10-yard penalty, and Russell just needed 9. This is going to be the 11th penalty on Lakeside now for 100 yards. Are they going to say defensive holding? I mean, what? How come this isn't a first down? It's got to be okay, yeah. Moving. They need to put it down to 23. They're kind of confused on where they're supposed to go. They put it down to 24. It's supposed to be a 10-yard penalty. They just made it a 9-yard penalty.
But they gave us a first down.
Yeah, well, it's enough for the first down.
Yeah.
But, yeah. They miscounted there. Should be at the 23. They put at the 24. Clock stopped with 1:14 left because it was an incomplete pass. First down and 10 for the Cyclones. Converted 2 4th downs on this drive. Russell trailing by 5. And now we have a flag fly as Russell just jumped off sides. It'll put the ball back to the 29-yard line. And 1st and 15. That doesn't matter so much for the first down. You just hate giving up the real estate. Now, what I don't understand is how come they ran 3 seconds off the clock. It's a minute 11. The ball was never snapped. It was a false start. But they don't put it back on. And now we have another offsides against Russellville. They want to run another second off. Russellville is shooting themselves in the foot. They're going to be out of toes before we're done here. Another false start. Russellville's given up back-to-back false start penalties. It's 1st and 20 from the 34. They're going the wrong direction. Remember, Russellville still with 3 timeouts, but they're going to go empty set. Empty backfield for the Cyclones on 1st and 20, trailing by 5 here at the 34-yard line of Lakeside. Luke Jones back to pass, and another false start by the Cyclones. 3 consecutive false starts on Russellville. They had the ball. They should have been at the 23. They moved a 10-yard penalty 9 yards, but they had the ball at the 24, and 3 consecutive false start penalties against the Cyclones. It's 1st and 25.
They've ran 6 seconds off the clock.
Yeah, it still should be 1:14. Now Russellville going to call timeout. We're going to take a quick break. 1:08 left to play in the ballgame. Russellville trailing by 5. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Experienced installers needed. That's right. Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air is needing experienced installers. Candidates must have a minimum of 2 years experience with HVAC installation, must have a valid driver's license, and be able to pass a drug test. Serious inquiries only. Contact Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air at 479-964-4004 or drop off a resume at their office. Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air is an equal opportunity employer.
Cyclones trailing 36-31. Let's talk about this drive. Russellville got the ball at the Lakeside 48-yard line after a turn by Peyton Harrison. The first play, Russellville scores a touchdown, but it's called back on a penalty. That's the 4th touchdown Russellville's had called back this season, first one tonight. And they've converted 2 forced downs, got down to the 24, and then 3 consecutive false start penalties on Russellville. 1st and 25 from the 39-yard line of Lakeside. 1:08 left to go in the game. Jones gets the snap, back to pass, steps up, and he's going to have to roll out to his right. He's going to throw one up for grabs, and it's going to be incomplete. Go to Mekhi Foster, and it was just over his head. So it falls incomplete with 1:01 left to play. The crowd over here wants a personal or a pass interference. They're not going to get it. So that does stop the clock. Russell called a timeout just to sell their team down, even not to stop the clock. They still have 2 more left. Second down at 25 from the 39-yard line of Lakeside. Jones back to pass. He's going to throw. He's complete to Harrison, and he dives forward inside the 25 to the 22. Pick up some yards. Smart play. Russell going to hurry to the line of scrimmage. They're going to put it down. They're waiting for him to put it down quickly, and now timeout called by Lakeside. The clock is still rolling. They stop it at 45 seconds. The Lakeside coach ran out on the field to call timeout. Lakeside calling a timeout here, and they've kind of butchered the clock issues tonight and quite a bit, and they ran off a couple more seconds there. Not putting down the football, but even then, Lakeside had run out, the coach had run out on the field to call timeout, and the clock continued to roll. It's 45.1 seconds left. Russellville, after that, that's a nice little play. Get some yards. You're not going to get all 25 of it back, but they throw a little completion to Harris in the middle of the field, knew it was going to be open, and Peyton got down at the 23-yard line, so pickup of 16. That goes from a second 25 to a third 9. And Russellville saves the timeout. They have 2 left.
If Russellville can score,
they'll win the game.
Because of the clock person from Lakeside, he's put his team
in
a bad position.
Yeah, let's hope that comes across. Russellville had a touchdown call back on this drive that would have given them the lead. 3rd and 9. 3rd and 9 for the Cyclones with 45 seconds left at the 23-yard line of Lakeside. Empty backfield. Jones back to pass. He's in trouble. He's going to roll to his left, and he's going to throw it forward. That's going to be intentional grounding. As he threw it forward, incomplete pass, unless they're going to rule it a fumble. I'm waiting for the man in the white hat, and they're going to discuss this, and I guarantee it's going to be intentional grounding. That's a big penalty if it is, because it's going to be 5 yards from the spot and a loss of down.
No
what are they going to
flag
call it? Yep, no flag yet. I'm looking at them. There's 37.2 seconds left. The official's going to talk about it. We're going to wait and see what the call is.
Well, he's getting a lot of suggestions from the coach of Lakeside.
Right now, as it sits, Russ will be looking at 4th down and 9 with 37.2 seconds left. And that they would need to get to the 14-yard line for a first down. And they're going to say incomplete pass. Incomplete pass. So Russ will dodge the bullet there because what it is, it's a 5-yard penalty from the spot of the throw and a loss of down. And so Russell would have moved back probably about 9 more yards. So it's 4th down and 9. Lakeside calling a timeout there. Is it official timeout? I think they called the timeout. They show one. Russellville, it took a timeout off of the board for the Cyclones, so Russellville might be charged for this timeout. Either way, we're going to keep it right here. .2 seconds left. The Cyclones trail by 5, 36-31. 4th and 9 for Russellville. They need a touchdown or they need to get to the 14-yard line to keep this drive alive. They've converted 2 4th downs on this possession. Remember, they shot themselves in the foot. 3 consecutive false start penalties. 4th down and 9 for the Cyclones. 37 seconds left. 2 receivers to each side. Russellville trailing by 5. Tracy Daniels, the running back, to the left of Luke Jones. Back to pass for Jones. He's looking left. He's throwing. It's going to be incomplete. It was thrown a little bit behind the intended wide receiver, Warnock Hale, over here on this left side. And Russellville turns the ball over on downs. Sorry, check that. It was intended to go to Harrison. It was thrown behind him. And Russellville turns the ball over on downs here with 33 seconds left. And that's provided they could get a couple snaps, that's going to be all she wrote. Well, Russellville just they gambled a little too much. They had to cut. They converted 2 4th downs. They had 3 consecutive penalties. Had the holding penalty that caused the touchdown to come back. So made a bid. Just too many errors on Russellville there, and Hermosillo is going to run some time off the clock, and he's going to take a knee back to the 10-yard line. And Russellville can use their final timeout, or they can just let it go. They're going to use their final timeout. They're trying to blow it dead. The clock is continuing to roll. Russellville has called timeout, and the clock's still rolling. 13 seconds to they called timeout with 21 seconds left. And the officials trying to get the clock's attention. They stop it here with 10.7. Not that it matters here, but it's been a microcosm of what's happened tonight. And they should have had 21 seconds. Now they're going to fix it. I'm telling you, this is the one time they could fix the clock, and it really didn't matter. They could have fixed it earlier, and it should be 21 seconds, but they're going to put 26 seconds, is what they say. Russellville's used their last timeout. So as long as Lakeside can get this snap, and the only good thing here for Russellville, or the hopeful thing, is that they snap it over their head, or a bad snap that Russellville could recover it. So that's what we're hoping for, is a bad snap, because they're not going under center. But Russellville on that last drive, the first play, seemingly had taken the lead on the touchdown run by Tracy Daniels. It was called back due to a holding penalty. Russellville still somehow manages to convert a 4th and 7. But then they convert a 4th and 9. You think, okay, it's our time at the 24, but back-to-back-to-back offsides or illegal motion penalties. Here's what could be the last snap. It is a good snap. They take a knee back at the 8-yard line, and they're going to win the football game. Lakeside Rams are. They're going to win it by a score of 36-31. Tough way to lose the game for the Cyclones. Well, Russellville led 2 different times in the second half, both times by 1 point, only to see Lakeside answer it. Russellville trailed by 12 at the half, a valiant effort, but they fall here tonight in their final non-conference game of the season, 36-31. How about, can we take a 60-second break, John? Let's take a 60-second break and then come back with your post-game show. No, go ahead and take the 2 minutes. Take the 2 minutes. We'll do the post-game show. We got the Health Plan Lady post-game show coming up. Russellville loses it here 36-31. This is Cyclone Football on EAB Sports Network.
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service. We're more than just tires. Consistent, responsive, honest and fair. What makes us different? We're the ones who care. Trust our experience to know what you need. Professional and fast, see what we mean. Arkansas Tire and Auto Service. We're more than just tires.
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, 2304 East Main, Russellville.
Farmers Co-op located in Russellville. Don't forget their Danville location. Mike Apples along Mike. It is that time of year when feed is very, very important.
It sure is, and make sure that you've got your animals' needs taken care of, protein levels met, and all those things that you look for when it comes this time of year.
Farmers Co-op. We're located on East Main in Russellville. Don't forget their Danville location. Back to school season is here, and Burris Into Market has your school supplies covered for students and teachers. Plus, they can deliver to your office. So whether you're in need of a new office chair or a whole new office, Burris Into Market has local folks who can guide you every step of the way and take care of you like family. Burris Into Market, your back to school and more store, 1419 East Main, Russellville, or call 968-4888. Taking care of families. That's what the folks at C&D Drugstore have been doing in historic downtown Russellville for more than 6 decades when it comes to all your pharmaceutical needs. When it comes to compounding, special medicines, R.D. Walker and his staff are there to serve you. And most importantly, if you need delivery, if you need curbside pickup, you need C&D Drugstore on the corner of B and Commerce in downtown Russellville, a 60-year tradition.
Welcome back. The Cyclones lose it by a score of 36-31. We're going to give you the stats first and a little bit of highlights of the final drive. And we're going to keep it here until close to 10 o'clock before the scoreboard show over on the radio station 102.3. For the stats, Russellville outgains Lakeside 485 yards to 337 for Lakeside. Russellville 176 yards through the air, 309 on the ground. I'll go individually. Luke Jones 16 of 28 for 176, 2 touchdowns and 1 interception. That was the pick 6 on the first drive of the game. As far as receiving goes, Mekhi Foster had 3 catches for 41 yards and a touchdown. Warnock Howell 3 catches for 34 yards and a touchdown. Caden Rose 4 catches for 36 yards. Running the football, Tracy Daniels, he almost broke his own record, but 229 yards on the ground, 32 carries. He had 2 touchdowns, had 1 called back. He did have that big 80-yard touchdown that sparked the comeback after the interception by the Cyclone defense. For Lakeside, Jacob Hermosillo, only 14 completions, but get this, 14 completions for 353 yards and 4 touchdowns. And the 67 yards touchdowns, 22 attempts. That's what I was looking for, 22 attempts. They had 2 receivers over 100 yards receiving. Kyler Wolf had 154, Skylar Purefoy 116 yards receiving. Purefoy had 2 touchdowns. Kyler Wolf had a touchdown reception, and Ben Vincent had a touchdown reception. But the second half, Russellville trailed by 12 at the half, and it looked like Lakeside was going to go up even more, but D.A. Reed gets an interception in the end zone. Russellville turns it into points on the 80-yard run by Tracy Daniels, and then a bad punt of just 23 yards sets up Russellville deep in Lakeside's own end. Russellville ends up taking the lead on that 37-yard drive on a 4-yard touchdown run by Luke Jones, 25-24, with 2:30 left in the third quarter. The Rams came right back at a minute 12, 73-yard drive in 3 plays. Hermosillo hit Kyler Wolf for the 67-yard touchdown pass. Russellville did a quick drive of their own, just a minute 21 seconds, 18-yard drive. Yeah, that was because of the fumble recovery by Aiden Terry. Russellville just took 4 plays, and with 8:47 left in the game, the Cyclones were back on top, 31-30. With 4:09 left, the Rams took the lead for what seemed to be, at the time, giving Russellville a lot of time, but ended up being the game winner. On Hermosillo hit a pass to Skylar Purefoy of 22 yards. That was a 74-yard drive and 8 plays. 36-31 was our score. They did a little squib kick, and Peyton Harrison returned it into Ram territory to the 48-yard line. The first play, Tracy Daniels scores a touchdown, but 10 yards down the field, Russellville gets flagged for a holding penalty. That set up Russellville at the 38. This drive stalled just a little bit. They converted a 4th and 7, and then they converted a 4th and 9 at the 24-yard line. They had the ball 1st and 10 at the 24, and then 3 consecutive false start penalties set up Russellville at 1st and 25 at the 39. Russellville, a couple of pass plays, 1 incomplete, 1 16 yards. That set them up at 3rd and 9 at the 23, and then back-to-back incompletions. Russellville turns the ball over on downs with 33 seconds, and that was your ball game. Russellville falls to 1-1 on the season, and Lakeside Rams improved to 1-0 as Lakeside wins it by a score of 36-31. Your thoughts on the game tonight?
Cyclones never gave up. Even though they were down by 12 at one time, they never gave up. They